everybody. Welcome to the Box Office Dynasty once again. As always, I think I know who I am. I'm Josh. That sounds right.
I don't know who you are, but I know that I'm Jack.
All right. Well, sometimes, there's a lot of J names, so it's like Jack and Josh and
It
like
gets too
this
confusing.
and that. You know what I mean?
And
Yeah, I
apparently it's
know.
the worst name or the worst letter to
What,
have
J?
yeah. Have you ever heard the girls talk about that?
Yeah, that's a common one, but so is like M, I feel like.
All I hear is like, oh, I dated a guy with a J name. Fuck that guy.
No, I've definitely heard that. Us
We get a
J
bad rap,
names
man.
do get a bad rap for sure.
It's not our fault.
It's like the movie Companion. I was just talking about that with someone this week. Have you ever seen that movie?
I've never seen it. I don't know a J name is in it. Jack Quaid.
Yeah, Jack Quaid, whose character's Josh, which is kind of funny
Yeah.
because he is Jack playing Josh.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, I don't really want to get into it, but basically another, bad rap. Like it's just crazy how they're doing it to us. Like
It's
I don't
fucked up,
think we're
guys.
bad guys,
We're changing the narrative.
It's a stereotype
Yeah,
against us J people, right?
It's not cool.
Yeah, not cool at all. But what is cool is this week's episode of the Box Office Dynasty. It should be a pretty chill one, but and I'm so sure of that, but like I'm never really sure of that knowing us.
We're pretty mellow right now, I think. It's pretty chill.
Today. This is a mellow day. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, it's spring. It's just nice. We're finally
nice,
we're
man.
feeling the seasonal depression just
I
wash
love
away.
I love it.
It's beautiful. Yeah, no, it's just good vibes. But
Always.
no, we have a nice episode. I don't know if you realize this, but the last 4 episodes have all been over 2 hours. They've all been some of our longest episodes ever. So
It's been a hectic time. We've
Yeah.
had a lot to talk
a lot
about.
going on, but I think we can slow down a bit this week. We still have some great stuff for you. Of course, we have our Bible study review this week, which is a double feature. 666, was the number that was commented, very fitting.
Yeah.
Mad Max and Mad Max Fury Road. So I was really excited to revisit these. I know this was a first time watch for you. We're going to get into all of that and just, I guess, the franchise as a whole to an extent. And then, of course, we got the box office numbers. There may have not been any big releases this weekend, but there are still big movies out there right now. So we'll talk about that. Then we're going to talk about a trailer for a new movie coming out that we got called The End of Oak Street. We're going to talk about the premiere of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. And then we're going to play a new game at the end for the very first time that Jack is going to lead us through. So we got a fun episode here for you folks, and it's a good time. As you can tell, Jack and I are both wearing Yankee hats. Baseball's back, you know what I mean? And the Yankees are 3-0, and just things are feeling good right now, man.
We got to represent. Before we continue, I know this is a mellow episode, but ironically enough, we are now Fuck, I fucked it up already. Fuck.
Damn,
restart.
Ironically enough, fucking unfortunate.
Mellow episode. Ironically enough, we are now partnered with Dubby Energy Drinks. Shout out to Dubby Energy Drinks. If you want clean energy with no jitters, no crash, to help you lock in and focus, use 10% off code. The code is Box Office. BOXOFFICE. Box Office for 10% off your next Dubby purchase. And they got some crazy flavors. They got over 15 flavors, dude. They got retro rainbow sherbet, sour gummy bear, blue raspberry, the classic green apple, all that good shit. So Dubby Energy, code Box Office for 10% off. Link in bio. Let's continue.
Capitalism got us too, folks.
They got us, guys.
You know what? You seen those gas prices? I mean, when the Box Office Dynasty is doing advertisements, you know that it's a recession indicator. I'm just saying. I'm putting that one out there.
Guys, I need money. Use the code, please.
All right. Well, that's a great way to get going. Great ad. And now we got some news nuggets. We're going to talk about things going on around the industry. I don't know what you have, Jack, and I was at risk that it could be the same. So I'll let you start off. Give us a first one here.
So I think ours is going to be the same. This has been all over the internet. Glenn Powell has been officially announced as playing Fox McCloud in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. by the time this episode comes out, no, the Super Mario Galaxy movie comes out the weekend after this episode comes out, but they announced this a while ago. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, that is interesting. It's funny you say it. I did see that, and I was gonna put that in as part of my news nuggets, and then I
Mm-hmm.
didn't end up doing it. Now it is again an interesting. Now, I'll say this. Okay, if they're picking Glenn Powell, like a pretty well-known actor, which they've been doing for all these parts, obviously, that means Fox is going to be more than just a cameo in this movie, I would imagine.
I would not be surprised if after this movie comes out within the next 2 weeks, a Star Fox movie is announced.
Like
I
a
would not be
spinoff?
surprised.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
I would
I
not
would
be
not be
surprised.
surprised. This movie's going to do very well. You know what I mean? I
Yes.
expect it to from a box office standpoint. So I would not be surprised at all if that ends up happening. I'm still disappointed that they announced it, especially so close to the film's release. At this point, it would have been a really insanely cool reveal to see in the
It,
theater.
it would have been sick.
So I'm not sure how I feel about that they're announcing it now. I wonder if the fact that there was online speculation based on one of the trailers, like one of the stills in the trailer, like I don't think that should have been enough to actually succumb to an announcement. I mean, even I kind of thought it was a bit of far fetched. I'm like, I don't know, guys, like maybe end credits scene. I'm like,
Yeah,
why we just the second film, right? How he's not even a Mario character, and then here they go announcing it like a week before the film comes out and saying, well, it's Glenn Powell, so obviously this is a pretty significant role to at least some certain extent. So I'm a little disappointed, but I'm still excited to see that we're definitely trending towards a Smash movie.
every new announcement is leading towards there. I am disappointed too, but I hope that this. You would think that this would have been one of their better kept secrets, but I hope that them revealing something this big means they got even bigger stuff in store for us that they're not revealing. And to me, it kind of feels like remember when Thunderbolts came out and like 2 days after it came out, they just started posting stuff about the new Avengers
Yeah,
and they
that
just
was
spoiled their
pretty
movie after like
annoying.
2 days.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that. I don't love studios doing it, but as long as they have a bigger thing that they can reveal in the movie, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
I mean,
Uh,
it's also kind of like part of this just culture change that we've seen over the last several years where now spoilers are rampant where it used to be. And that's obviously in line with social media, and
yeah,
how fast news can spread and clips and different things like that, of course. But still this kind of shift where, I mean, like when Avengers Endgame and Infinity War came out even back in, 2018, 2019, like we didn't know all this stuff like going into it
no,
necessarily. And remember how like I just feel like if those films came out today and like especially something to think about with Doomsday coming out in December, of course, and any big film, but just to relate it to the other Avengers films, like we could see so much like confirmed news that they roll out after speculation like this just to get around spoilers and this and that and get in front of it, which it's just all very disappointing because it ruins the whole element of surprise in the film. Like you're really revealing so many of your tricks.
I know, I hate it, but maybe they'll have something else up their sleeve. And then my second news nugget, actually, it's been announced for almost a year now, but I had no idea, so I just want to see if you had any idea. Um, a standalone Donkey Kong movie is in development at Universal, potentially releasing in around 2027, 2028, and Seth Rogen is gonna return as Donkey Kong. Did you know that was happening?
I don't think so,
I
actually.
don't
That's
think
a
so
first
either.
for me.
I've been wondering why Donkey Kong isn't in the Mario Galaxy movie, and then I looked up why not,
I just
and
realized that.
yeah, dude, he's not in the press, he's not in the trailers. Seth Rogen's
That's
not in it.
crazy. I just realized that.
I
Yeah, what
literally
the hell?
today I looked up, I was like, why isn't he in it? Is he not in this movie? And then everything was like, oh, because he's getting his own spin-off that's gonna be probably taking place at the same time.
I,
So it's like,
I I don't know. I still feel like you could include. Maybe not, but
but like I
what
want to see
I
more. I
almost
like
would say
them.
I'd rather see him though in this movie than get a spinoff. He's
Yeah,
like part of the gang,
I agree,
like
but I do like the idea that if Donkey Kong's getting his own movie, they're keeping the Mario movies. They might do a Star Fox movie. This
no,
is
you're right. You're right.
expanding, man.
In that regard, it is kind of showing that we are expanding this universe. It's not just
I
a one
love
off.
it.
There is something to be had here.
Yeah,
How great will it be? I don't know. Could it be like Sonic where they get better and better. Hopefully that would be great. You know,
Yeah.
the first one was fun. I wouldn't say it was anything incredibly special with that movie. It was a good movie,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
loved it. I thought it was better than
Uh,
the first Sonic movie.
it was better than the first Sonic movie. I agree with that, but I don't
Yeah.
think it was really better than the other Sonic movies, for example.
Uh,
Um,
I you're actually I think it might be better than Sonic 2, but it's not better than
I don't
Sonic
know.
3. Sonic
It's
3 is the
definitely not
best of
better
all of
than
them.
Sonic 3. It's
No,
definitely
no,
not
no.
better. But
But yeah, so that's new Donkey Kong stuff. So
all right.
all Mario for me today right now.
Pretty cool. So I have a few. The first one is that we're getting, and this is a wild announcement, a new Lord of the Rings film that is currently in development with the working title Shadow of the Past. It's supposed to be co-written, or it is being co-written by Stephen Colbert, as well as his son Peter McGee and franchise veteran Philippa Bowens. She also wrote all of the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit films, like helped co-write it. So the film is expected to go into production after The Hunt for Gollum releases, and the synopsis that we got is, quote, 14 years after the passing of Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin set out to retrace the first steps of their adventure. Meanwhile, Sam's daughter Eleanor has discovered a long buried secret and is determined to uncover why the War of the Ring was very nearly lost before it even began. Um, this is a stupid idea. This
Oh,
is a really
really?
dumb idea.
I,
I don't think they should be doing sequels to Lord of the Rings. If anything, explore the past, but I don't think that they should be doing something directly with these characters. There's nothing in Tolkien's work. In fact, I don't think Tolkien ever wanted to do sequels to Lord of the Rings.
yeah, and also, I mean, Colbert. I know he's a huge fan, but
He's a massive
he's
fan, but I
he's not a he
mean,
doesn't write screenplays. Like he doesn't.
well, he's gonna have a lot of time on his hands, I guess.
That's true. He'll have
So,
free time. Also,
but
his son's name is Stevie McGee. Is that what he said?
Peter McGee.
Peter McGee. That sounds
That's
like
what I saw.
that's that's the fakest fucking name I've ever heard.
Well, you know why it's funny you actually mentioned that? There was a player who just got traded in baseball. He's like a minor league player,
Yeah.
and he's got the most Star Wars sounding name I've ever heard in my
What
entire
is
life. Dub Gleed.
Glub Shido and Dub Gleed?
Yeah, like dude sounds like he should be at the cantina right now.
Ben
Like what?
Quadaneros?
Yeah,
That's
what the
so funny.
fuck? It's so
Dub
funny. So
Gleed?
yeah, Dub Gleed, man.
That
He
is
should be pod
terrible.
racing. Why is
That
he
is
playing
yeah, he's a
baseball?
pod racer. Um,
Anyway, so yeah, that's coming out. I'm not sure
that's
how I feel
interesting.
about that. I don't know how other Lord of the Rings fans feel about that, but personally, yeah, personally, I don't know that I feel good about it. That's a
Personally,
bad idea.
I can't really even see it actually getting made. I'm sure he'll write the whole thing, but I
You
don't
think
actually know if
so?
it's ever gonna actually go into production.
Well, they expect it to. I
I
mean,
don't
I guess we'll
know.
see what happens with the Hunt for Gollum if it does well,
Yeah, yeah. I
because if
still
that
haven't
movie
finished
is
Return of the
successful.
King.
Wait, you like started it and didn't finish it?
Yeah, I got halfway through and then I forgot about it.
That's fucking tragic. I can't even. We're gonna have to glide right past that
All right,
one
move
because
on.
I mean, you're at this point. The ad that we're being sponsored by, like that's gonna make them look bad. They're like, wait, Return of the King. We don't
Whoa, he
want
didn't
any
finish
part of
Return of the
that.
King?
We don't want
Because I
any
need, you
part
know
of
why?
that.
Because I was tired and I needed energy. Dubby Energy, 10% off. Code box office, link in bio.
Presented by Dub Gleed.
Dub Gleed, sponsored by Dubby.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Ryan Gosling is set to star in the next film from the Daniels duo, Daniel Scheinert and Daniel Kwan, the directors behind Everything Everywhere All at Once. It is described as another existential sci-fi action comedy, and it's expected to hit theaters November 19th, 2027. This could be incredible. I mean, this could be really something. And Ryan Gosling, what a run he seems to be on.
Yeah, they're gonna jump on that, dude. I mean, how do you not want Ryan Gosling in every movie ever?
I totally agree.
As a director, no matter what I'm directing, I would want him in it because he can do it all.
He's worked with so many incredible directors too,
And he's done
and to
so
see
many
him,
genres.
yeah.
He can do
I
it. What is
mean,
he? He hasn't done what, a horror movie, and he probably will one day. I don't know.
Project Hail Mary really is like, cements this idea that we kind of already knew, that Ryan Gosling is a movie star. He's at that status.
Yeah.
He is enough to draw a crowd to the movie theater, I think. And not a lot of actors out there can do that. You know what I mean? There's a
Yeah.
very select few, but I do think he's one of them. I think people see Ryan Gosling as in a movie and they're like, I want to see that.
I totally agree. He might be one of the last, like, just by name draws to a movie. Like Tom Cruise and Ryan Gosling. And I don't even think like Timothy Chalamet's at that level. He's not.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
if
I
people
think I
see the
think he
movie
is to an
for him.
extent. I mean, people saw Marty Supreme for Timothy Chalamet.
Really? I saw it because it sounded cool.
I mean
It sounded
that, but
good.
and it was good for other reasons besides just Chalamet. But I do think I would say Chalamet is close to that status, if not there.
No, that's cool though, because Everything Everywhere All at Once was awesome. Ryan Gosling's awesome. You know what I was thinking is I would hate obviously if they rebooted or did anything else with Indiana Jones, but I actually wouldn't hate if Ryan Gosling was like the new Indiana Jones.
You think he could pull that off?
I think if they're gonna make
I
like
could
a
see it.
movie or two, like not like for he's not gonna do it for 20 years, obviously, but if they're making maybe a trilogy, he's only what 40 something, like he could do it.
If that.
Like I think he would be the only one where I'd be like, okay, maybe this can work.
That's fair. Oh, he is. He's 45. Okay.
You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
fair. He's been around.
But
But yeah,
that's just
I
a
don't know.
thought I
Well,
had.
maybe. I mean,
I would still hate the
I
idea of it,
obviously
but
don't want
I
them to touch those movies,
yeah.
but I mean, maybe.
Also
Uh,
2027 is pretty soon. I'm kind
yeah,
of
and you know
surprised.
what? Too is like we hadn't gotten anything about what the next Daniels project was going to be, and it's been 4 years since Everything Everywhere All at Once came out.
Yeah.
And
So
I've been very eager to see what they're going to do next because that was a brilliant film. Like
yeah,
one of
really
my
just
favorite movies ever. So, um, all right, I have a couple more movie announcements here, and one
okay.
other really interesting thing. Tom Hanks, Bad Bunny, and Coleman Domingo are all in talks to star in a new film called The Comeback from director Marielle Heller. The film follows a major baseball league coach whose life is changed when he is hit in the head by a line drive on the mound. This sounds really cool. I have one question though.
Yeah.
How is the manager hit by a line drive on the mound?
Yeah, that's
He's
is
not
the
out
manager
there like,
also the pitcher?
yeah,
Like
like he's not out there in the middle of play. So unless the batter's like, fuck this guy and just fucking lines
I
him in the
mean,
fucking head.
is it yeah, but what do you do? Pitch it the batter pitched it to himself? Like I don't know.
Well, no, if the pitcher was the manager to some extent. Oh, you mean the bat?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I
Cuz
don't
like
know.
cuz then if it was like a timeout and the manager does go on the field, the guy throws it up and hits it and just knocks him out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but that still wouldn't be
I
as
mean,
nearly as bad of a line drive as if he just got like 100 mile an hour. Like
yeah,
if
well, I feel like that's
Giancarlo Stanton
assault.
just fucking smack. Yeah, that would be
If you
assault.
do it
Like that's
yourself just to fucking hit the guy?
you're like while he's like standing out there like getting a new pitcher in the game or something.
Yeah, that's actually that's
I
a
mean, it's a
stupid
great
idea.
trio. You know
It's
what I
a great trio.
mean?
It just
Well,
sounds
we'll
stupid,
see.
but
I
they'll
don't
have
know.
to
Maybe it
explain
was
how
like
that's
worded wrong. Maybe they
how
just
that's
mean
possible.
maybe it was worded wrong. I don't know.
Maybe. Where are you getting that from? Is that the official synopsis?
Yeah, that's the official synopsis of the
Huh.
film. So,
Wow. All right. Interesting.
uh, Annette Bening, and Andy Samberg are going to star in a new rom-com titled 42.6 Years. The film follows a man who is cryogenically frozen for 42.6 years, and he tries to reconnect with his ex-girlfriend who has now lived a full lifetime without him.
That's cool.
That's an interesting
That's
idea.
fun, dude.
Yeah, why 42.6 exactly? I
Maybe
guess maybe we'll find out.
maybe it
But
has
that's
something to
such
do. I
a
mean, this reminds me. Andy Samberg is after this is going to become the king of like dystopian, weirdly science fiction rom coms. I just like Palm Springs. Remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
true.
Andy Samberg goes into Groundhog Day, and it's just a rom com. Like it's funny.
I'm excited to see what kind of like chemistry he's going to have with Annette Bening, who's obviously so
I
much
forgot
older,
who. I
of
don't
course.
remember who Annette Bening is. The name sounds so familiar. Who? What is she in?
Annette Bening. Well, she was actually in Naiad recently. I'm just trying to think of something you would have heard.
Let me look it up. Because
But she's in
she sounds
American
so
Beauty.
familiar.
Holy shit, she was in Captain Marvel. I completely forgot about
Oh,
that.
I know. Yeah, she was. She played
She's the Supreme
Marvel.
Intelligence. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
I
I know
completely
her.
forgot about that.
Yeah, dude. That's all you got to say.
Yeah, I forgot she was in that movie.
That's an interesting idea. I like that they chose Andy Samberg because I fuck with him, so I'm always down to see him in
Yeah.
things.
All right, I got two really quick ones last here for you. I just need to hear what you got to say about these. Well, one of these for sure. And that one is that there's a limited series on the Jeffrey Epstein investigation that is being shipped or being, excuse me, shopped around at Sony Pictures Television. Laura Dern will star as the Miami Herald reporter Julie K. Brown, who put a renewed spotlight on Epstein's crimes. If picked up, it would be the first scripted series about the Epstein case ever made. And it's based on the book that was written, Perversion of Justice, the Jeffrey Epstein Story. And the show would follow her relentless years-long investigation that identified 80 victims, persuaded key survivors to go on the record, and led to Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell's arrests. A Jeffrey Epstein show. I mean, we've had documentaries, I've seen some, but this will be completely, I'm not surprised.
I mean, he's not in it, so
No, I know. It's just interesting that they're, I guess, making it so soon. I don't know. Maybe it's not so soon, but like,
maybe not. But this is kind of like because you're saying years worth. It's so soon for what we're dealing with now. Not
right.
you and I
But for the
specifically,
people
but
who
like the
were
people.
involved in this, it's been a long time that this has been a thing. Laura
Yeah,
Dern. I mean, that's an interesting. I think
I
she can
mean,
definitely bring something out of this. It reminds me of like that Ryan Murphy show, American Crime Story. You know, I've only watched one season of that, the OJ one, and they had a
oh
bunch
yeah,
of people like John
with
Travolta,
what's his name? The guy who played
David
Ross,
Schwimmer.
David Schwimmer. Yeah. It kind of reminds
Yeah,
me
he was
just
Rob Kardashian in
based
that.
on what you're saying, that it'd be kind of like Zodiac, but with Jeffrey Epstein, you know, because
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
perspective of the reporters and the detectives and stuff like that. Like, so that could be enlightening for people. I mean, I don't know how accurate that book is, but I'm sure if there's
I
any
mean, I've
level of
never
truth
read
and
it, but
accuracy to it, then I'm sure it could be good.
of course, anything that's scripted, fictional, it's going to take some sort of liberties. But I'm
Yeah,
sure they'll hopefully, especially with someone like Laura Dern attached, it seems like that would
yeah, I
hopefully
like her
bring
too. So
some. I just how do I want to put it? Just like fair, take on it. Like I think they'll do
it'll
it
some
justice. They'll do it
credibility.
justice. Yeah,
Yeah.
credibility. Yep. And the last thing I have, sadly, James Tolkien, who was best known for his role as Principal Strickland in the Back to the Future films, as well as playing Stinger in the first original Top Gun, he passed away at the age of 94. That was, too bad. Obviously, Principal Strickland, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I've
And
seen
then
those movies.
in the third one, he's like his ancestor. He's like his great, when they're in the Wild West.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's just, at first of all, it's pretty remarkable that he was still around. 94, that's a great life. But I just wanted to mention it because those films were a big part of my childhood, and Back to the Future is like my favorite movie of all time, pretty much. So it's like, you know, I love that there has still been so many cast members that are with us, even though it's been almost like, 50 years since that movie's come out.
I remember when I was younger and I found out
40,
Christopher Lloyd
40 years.
wasn't like 150 years old. Because
Yeah,
Christopher Lloyd, he
yeah.
looks so old in those movies,
He's
but
in
he's
his
really
80s.
like
He's well into his 80s now, but
he's only like 45 in those movies, and he looks like
yeah.
he's 70.
Yeah. Um yeah, it's crazy. He kind of looks the same after all these
He
years.
does. He
Like
just
he doesn't
morphed into
he's
Doc
just
Brown.
like lost a little more hair, but
Yeah,
he basically looks like what he did in the 80s in those movies, which is
yeah.
pretty funny. So anyway, rest in peace. It was, a big part of my childhood, and Principal Strickland, man. So all right,
R.I.P.
I just wanted to mention those. So those are our news nuggets for this week. Now we're going to get into our Bible study review.
Oh yeah.
Very exciting because for the first time since the first Bible study, we have a double feature, which was completely unintentional. I remember, Jack, you were like, "Oh, we'll save it for the summer. You and I have a little more time. I'm not in school." I'm like,
Immediately
and
got
I
hit
was
by
like,
it.
I didn't object. I'm like, that's fair,
Yeah,
okay. And then we picked the number, and it's a double feature. Like, all right, well, we got
we
to do
have to
it.
now.
We
Now
got
we
to
have
do it.
to.
So and that double feature was the original Mad Max and Mad Max Fury Road. So for anyone out there who doesn't know, but they do, but Jack needs to recycle it for our clips on social media. The Bible study segment of the Box Office Dynasty is where Jack and I have you, the viewers, the listeners, the beautiful people at home, comment numbers on our social medias between 23 and 1265. And we pick a number at random from your comments on a wheel out of this book, and then we watch the corresponding film or films and review it here on the podcast. And that is what we are going to do now. Whoever commented Mad Max and Mad Max Fury Road, thank you. So we're gonna get into this. How I guess we'll go one movie at a time, but I'm gonna preface this whole segment by saying this whole past week, the only thing because I decided, F it, fuck it, I am going to rewatch the whole franchise. So I did all 5 movies. I had actually never seen Thunderdome, the third one, so
Okay.
that was the first time. So I'm not going to spoil other movies. I'm not going to talk in detail like this one, but some of my comments may come from just having done the whole thing. So I
Yeah,
just wanted to put that out
I
there.
also think it's gonna be impossible not to compare the two, even when we're talking about the first one, or even when we're talking about Fury Road. So
Right.
like we're
The
gonna
whole
bring up
thing
each
we're
other's. Then
in a
yeah,
nutshell, we're essentially going to talk about the franchise today.
yeah,
I mean, we're going to focus in on these 2 films rather than the other 3, which is Mad Max 2, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, and Furiosa: A Mad Max Saga. So we're not going to go really into detail on anything. Like I said, I may reference them from time to time in our
yeah. I've never seen
conversations
them,
because
so I'm not gonna say
right,
anything about them.
I know, but I'm saying like if we're talking about these films and like this franchise, this world, so to
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
speak,
yeah.
is kind of my point. But and I do recommend you watch 2 of those films.
Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about too.
Yeah, I recommend you watch 2 of them. But anyway, so we'll start with Mad Max. We'll give our ratings and spoiler reviews. So spoilers just generally for the Mad Max and Mad Max Fury Road. This is spoilers for Mad Max. We are going to give our ratings and reviews. And Jack, I'll let you go first. And then we'll get into it.
Okay, I give Mad Max 4.5 regular ass cars and regular ass roads out of 10.
That's fair. In all fairness, this one's not called Fury Road. It could have been called Mad Max Regular Road.
I know.
Uh, I give the original Mad Max like a 6.7, but it's true. A 6.7 um biker gangs out of 10. 6.7 Sproats out of 10.
I was just
Sprogs.
so surprised at how like I'm gonna say boring this movie is, because everything I know about Mad Max comes from, I guess, Furiosa and Fury Road. So when I went into this movie, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" He's just like a regular guy. There's like a regular biker gang. They're not like cyborgs and mutants, which is what I thought the whole movies were about. They call it the Wasteland, and I was like, "This is not Fallout. There's nothing crazy going on."
Yeah, so here's the thing. I don't blame you for your opinion. I know I liked it a little more, and I'm going to explain what about this film I like. What I completely agree with you is boring at times, but there's a different way I would describe it. I don't think it's as boring as it is dry.
It's definitely dry.
I think the film to me is a little more dry than it is boring
It
because
has no sauce.
it still has its action. The thing about this film that I think is important to keep in mind is that um it came out it was a 1979 B movie originally. Like it wasn't what we think of Mad Max now. And maybe obviously for you, again, why I completely understand your opinion here, and I'm not, going to sit here and, yap to invalidate it in any way. And that's because without the context of knowing going into it that this film kind of takes place in a pretense to the rest of the franchise. It takes place not when civilization's completely fallen apart. It kind of takes place when it's on its last legs. And so without that context going into it, I can completely understand how looking at this B movie kind of low budgeted film from 1979 that's supposed to just be this reflection of the Australian oil crisis that happened in
Uh-huh.
the early 70s. Like that was George Miller's intention here. And I think that's very, even knowing that, which I didn't even know until after the film, but I then reflect and I'm like, oh yeah, I could see like what he was doing here. It wasn't complete chaos and ruin yet.
Yeah.
So
It's
it is dry, but it is dry. It has its action moments. It still has its car crashes and stuff. And what I think, the one thing I appreciate more than any other film in this franchise is at least you know it's 1000% real. And for a low budget film like this, like they had to nail it. And for this, for a film that's almost 50 years old, I do think that he does that in this movie.
yeah, the practical effects are really good.
Mm.
They're really good. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. You're right. Like there was no sauce to this movie. I like getting into Fury Road just for a second. You could tell it's very stylized and very like in a good way campy. Like the guy driving on top of the guitar and stuff is like, oh, it's so silly. It's like stupid, but it's so good. Like this movie didn't make me feel any of that. I wasn't like, this is so bad it's good. It was just like, this is just not good.
Dude, do you know what that guy's name is, by the way?
The
The
guitar
guitar
guy.
guy? He's
I don't
the
know.
Doof
Fucking
Warrior.
the Doof Warrior.
Yeah. Dude, I love the names in Mad Max Fury Road.
Doofenshmirtz.
They're so good. The names in Mad Max Fury Road are so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, well,
But yeah,
we're
but
getting
you
ahead
know
of
what I mean?
ourselves.
There's like no. I didn't feel like there was any set style for this. But the other one did. So it's like obviously it's not
Well, yeah.
director.
You know what's interesting about this? So this is going to be me kind of like just opening up the whole franchise for a second here.
Open
Like,
that bitch. Spread that bitch wide open.
Dude, fucking Mad Max's legs are spread right
Yeah.
now. We're getting right into Max Rakatansky. And it's funny because, so speaking of him as a character, what each film progressively does more and more, and it's funny because you went right from Mad Max to Fury Road, so it's quite a jump.
Yeah, I
Is
feel
it
like it went
really
0
builds,
to 10 immediately.
yeah, it builds him out more as a mythological legend, a mythological figure,
Really?
more than anything else. So when you get to Fury Road, and I think, you know, when you look at him in this movie, he really is like a drifting mythological figure that comes in and goes out. And the thing that happens over the course of the films that you see, from the first to the second to Thunderdome to Fury Road, is the details around his adventures in the wasteland getting crazier and crazier and bolder. And it kind of is this, like, the whole franchise is really fragmented in its storytelling, in its connectivity. It's almost like the antithesis to the MCU. Is it one connected world? Yes, it could be. There's also theories out there, I don't necessarily agree with them, that it's the same. Besides the first film, 2, 3, and Fury Road are the same story told over and over again, but the details get more extravagant each time. So that's a
Oh.
theory as well, that it's really just the legend of Max Rakatansky that gets wilder and wilder through the years.
Okay, 'cause
I don't know if
gonna
I believe
ask.
that theory, but that is like that. It's left open for interpretation.
So it's not confirmed if it's all canon or not. Like if it's all this,
No.
like happening chronologically.
No.
Because obviously the actors switch, that makes me confused. I'm like, oh shit, is this like the same? Is this a reboot? Is this a new thing?
Right. And you can also just assume it's, because Mel Gibson's older, it's been many years. Like,
Right.
there's
So
a
I
lot
don't
of things that
actually
can go
know.
at play.
Yeah.
To me, like I said, I don't know that it's supposed to be the same story over and over, because it's not the same plot. It's just the idea that it's the same, like, story elements of, like, Max coming in, Max, saving the day, they go on the road, they do blah, 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 different things like that, right?
Are there any other characters that come back that are in Fury Road that are in 2, 3, and I guess 2 and 3?
Yeah, but Furiosa is a little different,
Okay.
obviously, because Furiosa serves as a prequel to Fury Road.
Well, yeah, but besides Furiosa, though,
But
are
in
there
2 and 3, no.
Okay.
It's just Max. It's funny, there is one actor who plays the gyro pilot in Mad Max 2, and then comes back in the third one, but he's not the same guy. It's just the same actor playing a different pilot. Like, it's confirmed a different character.
Oh, what?
But they just bring the same guy back. And that made me laugh. I'd never seen the third, so that was like a first time when I saw he was in it. but yeah, so there are no recurring characters between them. They're really very much isolated mythical stories set in the Mad Max universe each time, and it's like the legend of Max Rokitansky. And I
Okay.
think that's really interesting. The first one's obviously a little different. It's more like his origin,
Yeah.
like the supposed story of the Road Warrior, because that's who he is, like the supposed story of the Road Warrior, before the world fell, trying to save his family. Like that's like the I guess lore looking at it that way. You know, so that's I think like why you see just such a big jump between Mad Max
Yeah.
and Fury Road, because Mad Max is that supposed like lore, that origin of the great Road Warrior, and then Fury Road is like the greatest tale of the Road Warrior.
And I'm surprised that the first Mad Max was even in the book, the Thousand Book of Movies, New York Times. I get that if you put Mad Max Fury Road in there, maybe you want to do the first one, but I don't know. I feel like this movie doesn't have great reviews. I don't think it's good at all. Like it doesn't. There's nothing special about this movie besides the fact that it's the reason Fury Road exists. And Fury Road is a great movie. We'll get into that later. But I thought it was very strange that I watched this movie and actually people agreed with me that it wasn't that good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not completely disagreeing that it's not the greatest, and I could certainly flip-flop it with Thunderdome, which, is the biggest thing with Thunderdome obviously is that they're like halfway through that movie there's like a really weird and drastic tonal shift, and it just kind of feels out of place for a
Mm.
Mad Max film. But that one is still crazier than this, right? So there is kind of like this. I can see if people thought that this one was the worst of all the Mad Max films. I could.
It's it's
Um,
it's
it's
also
just
cool. No, sorry,
no, no,
go
no.
go.
You go, you go.
I was gonna say it's also cool watching these movies and seeing, we talk about. I mean, you were telling me about whatever movie it was like dun 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 dun. You know that
The
what
Good, the Bad, and the
the
Ugly.
good, the bad, and the ugly, and I'm like, oh, I've seen that a million times, and now I know where it's from. I've seen so many, whether it's like Family Guy or Rick and Morty or The Simpsons or anything, where they do a Mad Max episode of it, and they don't call it Mad Max, obviously, but it's just like the wasteland or whatever, and it's them on motorcycles going around a ball, spinning around a ball or whatever that has spikes on it. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, this is where that's from. This is pretty cool.
No, I totally agree. I don't know. So like I do think it is valid to not like this one as much. I do think you should watch Mad Max 2. I know it wouldn't be too appealing after this one, but it's
Yeah.
completely different. It is way more it is the Fury Road of that trilogy.
Okay.
It's not as good as Fury Road. It's obviously also older, but it's still a really exciting film. It's gonna be much more of what you expect from a Mad Max film. Um, but like I said, what I personally at least appreciate about the original Mad Max is just that it is set more at the beginning of this apocalypse. And so like I said, it's really a film that's interested in exploring a dying society instead of one after the fact. And just how like there are people who so easily descend into this chaos, and other people who try to grasp onto these like last straws of humanity. And so I do think the film makes space for that within its I do think the action, obviously it's not on near Fury Road's level or Mad Max 2 or any of the other films, but it still has some, for its time at least, decent action scenes. And especially the beginning car chase I think is pretty fun to watch. So I understand the opinion. I still think it's a decent film. I think it's interesting to watch and look back on. Would it be my choice going into this, like if I was to pick just one film in the franchise to watch? No, like it wouldn't be.
Yeah, no
but
way.
but I hold some sort of I guess level of appreciation for this one, and I think that's partly of why it's in the book. Is because of its relevance, and the fact that it did lay the groundwork for what would be this franchise would become, and what science fiction in general would become, and apocalypse stories.
I get that it does lay the groundwork. It is the foundation, but it's also interesting that this movie also kind of just throws you into it. Like there is no real setup of this movie. It's just like, okay, this is what's happening. He's a officer chasing the bikers or whatever is
They're
happening.
pretty much all like that, though. I mean,
Exactly, but
Fury Road was like that.
I thought that this movie would help me. Like I thought this movie would help me understand Fury Road. It doesn't. They're both the same. That they just throw you into the mix, and I don't think I needed to watch this movie to like or understand Fury Road. I
You didn't.
Yeah, I
You
didn't.
don't.
So like I kind of was expecting that. I was like, okay, well this one's gonna be necessary, so obviously I got to watch it. And then I watched it. I was like, okay, cool. I watched Fury Road. I was like, I didn't need to watch that first one at all.
No, you totally didn't, and you
Yeah.
wouldn't have needed to watch 2 or 3 either
Yeah, well, I
for
clearly
that
didn't.
matter,
So
because there is just no connection between them whatsoever. They are isolated. Well, they're isolated legends within this world, and
yeah,
I think that's a really cool thing to do
it
with
is
a
interesting.
franchise. Where it's like I would love for there to be another Mad Max movie. I really hope that that happens, and it would very likely just be Max doing something completely different from what happened in Fury Road, and I'd be okay with that. Like I think that's the point.
I'd like to see Tom Hardy back as Mad Max.
Yeah, me too. I
Do
mean,
you
it's
want to
been
get
over 10
into?
years.
Do you want to
Yes, let's
get
talk.
into it?
Because I'm sure some of this original Mad Max might still come up in our
Yeah,
Fury Road talk. So it's all
yeah, yeah,
connected. But why don't we flip now our attention to Mad Max Fury Road with
yeah.
our ratings and reviews?
You start.
I give Mad Max Fury Road 10 Chrome cans out of 10. I give it 10 Chrome cans out of 10.
Wow, I give it 8.7 bald Nicholas Holtz out of 10.
This is the OG bald Nicholas Holt,
I
though.
know. When I saw that, I was
This
like,
comes
no
before
fucking
Lex
way
Luthor.
is he
Yeah.
just paler Lex Luthor right now.
He really is just paler and bitch ass Lex Luthor,
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's kind
in
of cool
this
at the
one.
end.
Oh no, he is. I'm talking about earlier. He
Yeah,
is
yeah,
cool,
yeah.
but by the end he does a good thing,
He's pretty sweet. This movie was
Um
really cool, and what I just want to point out because I do want to know. I mean, 10 out of 10 from you is wild. So I mean, not wild, but it's like wow. Um, but I just loved, like I said earlier, the first one wasn't really style. There was no style. There was no sauce to it. This movie has the fucking sauce, dude. You can tell that. I mean, you see Doctor Doof or whatever the hell his name is with the guitar on top of the moving truck. You see the night scene in the mud where it's just completely like dark blue and it looks so good, and the lights are shining and making everything look so cool. The orange, the colors, the outfits, the clothing, the set pieces, it is all so good and such a great style choices. I just loved everything about the way this world looked.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think that Mad Max Fury Road is the most visually stunning action film of all time.
Whoa.
I mean, I don't know what you could
Wow.
show me action film, not
Yeah.
necessarily the most visually stunning film
No, no, no.
ever,
I got you. I
but
got
the
you.
most visually stunning action film of all time.
It's up there.
Show me one better.
I'd have to think, but it's up there.
I think that it's so creative and inventive. I think what George Miller does to bring this franchise back after so many years to kind of like re-energize it and execute his true full vision with a big studio budget, and a modern day technology. It is nothing like we had ever seen before, and nothing like we have ever seen in the 10 years, 11 years since, in my opinion. We've
Uh-huh.
had great looking films, incredible looking action, but not like quite like Fury Road. It's just different, and I think it's better because it pops all the yellows and the blues, like you said, and just the sequences themselves. It's so exciting the way it catapults you right into it. It has
Uh-huh.
everything you expect from a Mad Max film: the car crashes, the gunfights, the massive explosions. Like this is the kind of peak at least to this point of what everything Mad Max has been building up to it, obviously from the original all the way through to this. And I love that it's just a true spectacle. You know what I mean? And that's before getting into everything going on, narratively and the performances and the production, but just downright this is a spectacle,
Yeah.
and it is so much fun. I have seen it 3 times now. Yeah, 3 times, and it gets better every time, and it never gets old, and this is truly like one of the ones that we can keep looking back to and saying like lightning in a bottle, like one of one. That Mad Max Fury Road is one of the greatest films of the 21st century. It is certainly in the conversation. It is just that entertaining, that poetic, and that remarkable to watch. Like, it's fun and it's emotional and it's just so many things. But it's above all, it's exciting. You know what I mean? There's not a
Yeah.
second of screen time wasted.
The complete opposite of the first movie. I was not bored during watching this at all. Even the beginning throws you right in. I mean, the first 10 minutes, you have Max chained up on the front of a giant car with blood draining out of him into Nicholas Holt through a chain, and he's got the muzzle on. I was like, this is awesome. There's gunfights. They're
While the
going into
Doof
the dust.
Warriors like
He's rocking it
boom
on the
boom
fucking
boom
bass
boom,
guitar.
dude, fucking nuts.
They're going into the giant dust storm following Furiosa. And
yeah, she stole the war rig. You know,
she stole the war rig and all the girls.
She's hijacked the war rig. She stole the wives of Immortan Joe,
Yeah,
who is just
name.
such an incredible villain.
He looks
love
cool.
Joe.
Stupid name.
No, how's that a stupid? What's so stupid about it?
His name is Joe.
Dude, Max's name is just Max.
Yeah, but he's not supposed to be like some intimidating, crazy guy. Like this guy's
but
name
he's
is
not
Joe.
just Joe. He's Immortan Joe.
I know a guy named Joe.
But that's not Immortan Joe. That's just
okay.
Joe.
Well,
he's Immortan Joe.
I liked his design. I liked his Bane mask.
What is your favorite of all the names? I don't know if you know all of them, but
dude, I don't even know if I could name any other names besides Mad Max.
I will say Imperator Furiosa's got to be up there. So that's a great name.
Imperator's cool, but I thought Imperator was like her job. It's not like her name, right?
Well, it's a title.
Job?
It's a title.
Oh, it's a title. Okay.
Yeah.
I like Furiosa. What is
Dude, what about Rictus Erectus?
His name was I just heard them say Rictus. I didn't hear
his
Erectus
name is
at all.
Rictus Erectus.
Yeah, that's got to be up there. What was Nicholas Holt's name? It was like Knuckles or something.
No, he's Nux, not Hux.
Nux.
He's Nux.
Nux, yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, that one's all right. I also like the Bullet Farmer and the People Eater. They're good characters. They're really good characters. The Bullet Farmer's the dude who's in charge of Bullet Town, goes after the rig in the middle of the night in the mud.
Oh, that's
and
that guy?
He's blinded and he's
the guy she like snipes.
Yeah, that's the Bullet Farmer. And then the People Eater is the gross looking fat dude with the fucking like thing on his nose.
Oh, that gets shot by Joe.
But he gets shot. Yeah. When Max
takes him hostage.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. This world is so lived in. I mean, even the name is like that's a good example of how this world is so lived in. Like, it has, which is weird to say. This world has culture, which I think the first one lacked. I was like, okay, this is just such a weird thing that we're in right now. But in this world, I felt like this is something that happens. You know. This happens. This is like they live here. They've experienced this before. Oh, they know this place. They know that guy. Like, it just felt like the world building was really, really well done in this movie.
I totally agree. It expands that lore, and it does feel lived in, like you said. And I do think, it's because of the fact that it jumps right into it. And it doesn't waste so much time throughout any part of the film on exposition. Like, you don't really know who Immortan Joe really is, how he became who he is.
But his motivations. You know his motivations. He likes to fuck.
You know his motivations.
He likes to have kids.
You know what you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. It does, and the names do, it goes part of it, and the way that, society functions, how they reference places that they don't necessarily have to visit in the film and things like that. It just works so well. It does make it feel lived in. Yeah, I mean, I love this film. I think it's just so incredible. And obviously, and then I love Furiosa too, and I love how they work in tandem with one another. And it really is like some of the best action and revenge that we have seen ever in a film.
Yeah, I was surprised because I saw the trailers for Furiosa, like a lot of them, and when it was coming out. But I always assumed that Furiosa was kind of like some hardcore, like cold, not evil, but like badass, like I'm getting the job done, I don't really care about anybody else, just from the trailers of Furiosa. And then when I watched this movie, again, I was surprised because of all these preconceived notions. I was like, the first thing she does is rescue these basically enslaved women and risk her life for them. And I was like, okay, this is not who I thought Furiosa was. She's not one dimensional. Like, she has so it was cool. It was cool to see her do that right away.
I mean, I would say Furiosa is like also honestly one of my favorite characters in all of fiction. I think she's very interesting. And again, obviously her motivations, her origin, and like just the way her character acts is so incredible, you
Yeah.
know, and so imposing. And obviously Charlize Theron is incredible in it, and Anya Taylor-Joy is really incredible in Furiosa as well.
Uh-huh.
In playing the same character, like it really, like Furiosa is just such a unique character. Like I'm so intrigued, and I want to learn more about her, and I want to see her do more stuff. Like I can't get enough of that character. So I definitely one of my favorites. Like I'm a big fan. And you know what's great about Fury Road too, and Furiosa, and as a character, and Max. Like, were you surprised by Max's role in the film?
I
You
was
know,
just
it's
gonna
not
say that.
so centralized.
I was just gonna say, I mean, it's not a 10 out of 10 for me. I kind of wish that Max, because I thought Tom Hardy was great as Mad Max. I wanted more from him. I wanted him to do more. I wanted him to say more. He was very quiet the whole time. Um, I don't know. I would have liked more of him because I did love Furiosa. And I liked Max a lot, but I wanted more.
So I'll say this: when I first watched this film for the first time 9 years ago, I entirely agreed with what you're saying. I also had that same grievance about it. I said, this is a great movie. It's a lot of fun. I wish we got more of Max. He's the titular character. So I did think that way, but I do feel like, and maybe you'll agree on future rewatches, I imagine at some point down the road, you'll see this again. Um, you know, I have since seen it 2 more times, and each time my opinion on that has started to like dwindle more and more, because I realized that that's kind of the point of Max's characters, not so much to be the centerpiece of the story, except for the first one, I guess, because he's, you know, it's more of his origin. But rather it's more about Max's adventures, you know, and how he finds himself in these situations and how to get out of that. And so, you know, for this film, what Fury Road does better than Two or Thunderdome is it matches Max up with an equal, you know, in a sense of like, we have this incredible mission to accomplish out here on the Fury Road, like, you know, that we have to get done. And so I don't know, I think that he kind of is more of a presence in the film, and especially when you look at this as like a mythological story where like I think the interesting thing is that this could have conceivably all happened without him ever having been there, Max. Everything that occurred
Yeah,
in the
that's the
film.
Indiana Jones effect.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm like, I kind of like that that's how what his character really is that he's like the ghost,
He's just
you
there to help.
know. He's there to help, but stepping outside of just the events of the film, like he's a ghost. His character, you know, he comes and goes, like this is what supposedly happened. So that we just see him there to help, you know, sort of. I mean, Max's intentions are never really even to help, which is funny. Every single time he just wants to get his stuff back, and he just wants to go away on his own.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that he's like forced into these situations because of his moral compass, that at the very least, if there's nothing else the first film accomplishes, it tells us that Max has that moral compass, even though he's doing the necessities to survive in the wasteland.
I would agree with you about the Max's involvement thing, except for the fact that there's a whole scene where Max is like, I'm gonna go do this thing real quick, and he goes off on his own. And then I was like, okay, we're staying with Furiosa in the group. Something cool is gonna happen there. And all they do is stand around and talk for like 5 minutes, and then Max comes back covered in blood. He's got the shit he needed, and then he starts dumping
Oh,
milk on his
the
face.
explosion scene. I think
Yeah,
that was meant to be more like showing them what he is capable of, and
I
not
wanted
us.
to.
Like we see other scenes of what he's capable
I
of.
know, but like it would have I would have been fine with that if Furiosa was doing something equally as important at that moment. She wasn't having an important chat. She wasn't doing anything awesome. She was just there with the other people, like, oh, so this is what's happening.
I get what you're saying, but I think that they more or less were still shocked, and also again the purpose was to have them watch it and see, like I'm not saying like what you're saying is necessarily wrong. Like, I get what you're saying. I just think for them it was like, oh, you know, something crazy is going on, like in that fog, in the dust. Like we can't see it, but we hear explosions. He comes back after killing a whole bike or whoever he did. We don't know, and
Yeah,
I
I
think it's
wanted to
like the
know.
point that we don't know that is supposed to be intimidating, not just to the audience but to Furiosa and the wives.
Yeah, I just wanted to see it, and then you can do it in a way where we could see it, and then they don't see it, so it's like, oh, they don't know what happened. Like, they come back and he's covered in blood. They're like, what the hell? I don't know. I just thought that that was like that's one other reason where I was like, damn, dude, you guys are wasting Max. Let show us something cool.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I do think Max still gets plenty of moments in
He
this
does some cool
film,
stuff.
but essentially, Fury Road, like I said, within tandem to Furiosa, is, um, I mean, it's more of Furiosa's story,
I
and that's why I highly recommend you watch Furiosa.
Well, okay, so I don't have much more to say about Fury Road. So I just wanted to ask about Furiosa. Chris Hemsworth is in it, right?
Yes, he is.
Is he awesome? He's the villain, right?
Yeah. I mean, yes, he is. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's not. He definitely is. But he's not the only villain in a Mad Max movie.
But is he?
His name is Dementus.
I've heard of that. So is he good? Like in that role? I
Oh,
mean,
he's so good in that.
that's cool.
I think that's his best performance ever.
Because I almost saw Furiosa in theaters last year, whenever it came out, 2 years ago, whatever.
It came out 2 years ago. I
And
saw it in
I
theaters.
was gonna see it in theaters. I was like, you know what? I haven't seen Mad Max, but I only wanted to see it because I love Anya Taylor-Joy and I love Chris Hemsworth. And I was like, this is. It seems awesome. Him and his villain
You
also would
could
seem
have,
so
because it
cool.
is a prequel, so you could have seen it before.
I just didn't want to risk it, and now I'm definitely gonna see it. Like
The
I'm
only
probably
thing is the Furiosa credits show clips from Fury Road. So like that's the
oh
only
well,
thing.
well I probably won't watch Mad Max 2 and Thunderdome for a very long time, if ever, but I will watch Furiosa probably relatively soon.
I mean, I highly recommend Mad Max 2. It is so good. I mean, it's my third favorite of the five Furiosas. Like my ranking goes from 5 to 1. It's Thunderdome, Mad Max, Mad Max 2, Furiosa, Fury Road. But Mad Max 2 being at 3 is not by any means net. Like it is miles ahead of everything else below it. It is exactly what you think of Mad Max Fury Road. It's just a little older, you know what I mean? And it's with Mel
Yeah.
Gibson. But it is a very fun action movie. It is worth watching. Thunderdome you could skip. It's got silly moments. The first half of Thunderdome is really good, actually. Like the first half of it is definitely better than the first Mad Max movie. And then the second half, like I said, there's this tonal shift, and you're just like, what the fuck? This does not feel like a Mad Max movie anymore. So that's
Mm.
why it kind of like loses. It's almost like Disney-fied a bit. It just
Well,
isn't like as good. But
listen, the first
Furiosa,
movie, didn't feel like a Mad Max movie to me, based on what I thought Mad Max was. So you
right,
never
right.
know.
But that's why I'm saying you should watch Mad Max too. I know it's older and blah blah blah, but like that one is. I still think you would really enjoy that one.
Maybe eventually. You'll
But
be happy to hear that Fury Road is now my favorite Bible study film.
yeah. Oh, okay. I'm not surprised. I really thought it would have been. Like, I would have been surprised. I mean, I know you really loved Boat People, and I think
Yeah.
that's awesome. Like, I think that was one of the coolest things ever. You actually liked that one more than me, and I did like that movie.
Uh-huh.
Um, but no, I figured once we pulled Fury Road, I was like, no, this is like a Jack. This is the most Jack movie we've gotten so far
Yeah, 100%. We couldn't have gotten
in
something better, dude.
in the Bible study segment. So I was like, there's no way this isn't number one. It's my number two, actually. um I
Behind
really I behind Get Out,
Get Out,
I
yeah.
really grappled with it. And I even was like, well, what did I had a list from a long time ago, because I watched both of those movies for the first time the same year, 2017.
Uh-huh.
That's when Get Out came out, and I thought the same way at the time, and I was like, oh, Mad Max Fury Road is so good. It is so entertaining. Like I said, it's a spectacle. That's like how I would describe it. I could watch it over and over and over. I don't think it would ever be boring, ever.
Yeah.
um but I was like, then I'm thinking about Get Out, and I'm like, there's just something done in Get Out that's so unique and defining, and really just incredibly done, especially for a director making his feature film debut. So I grappled. It's close. I love both of those films so much. I
Yeah.
hate pitting it against one another and be like, this is better. They're both so good at what they do. They're
But
so different.
you ultimately had to choose Get Out.
If I had to pick one, I would probably say Get Out by like a hair. But they're both so good and so different and so good at what they do and
Which
worth the
one
watch.
which one is more rewatchable?
I mean, probably Fury
That's
Road,
what I would say too.
but that's also because horror films At least, I mean, that's not going to be the case for everyone. There are people where they're very rewatchable. I would
Uh-huh.
say, friend of the show, Brandon, who was on way back when, I think horror films are pretty rewatchable for him. And I mean, me too. Get Out is very rewatchable, but I would say just because Mad Max is a more fun movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
That's
that's
fair.
probably more rewatchable. But Get Out, if I had to pick one, just blanket overall, by a hair, for a ranking for official purposes, Get Out. But they're both so incredible.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we got to watch Fury Road for this segment because it is just such an exciting movie. I revisit the second time I had watched it was when Furiosa came out. So watching them back to back and just seeing that story in tandem is so great. And I do think if you're nothing else, you should watch Furiosa at some point.
Yeah, that's on my. I mean, that's gonna be up there soon. You'll see it
Yeah.
on my letterbox soon.
I am excited to see what you think about that one.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I have for these Mad Max movies. You got anything else?
That's pretty much it. I just want to, like I said, shout out George Miller because I don't think we really talked much about him in this, but he does something really incredible. Obviously, most of his career has been the Mad Max movies, and whenever he's done a different movie, it was to fund the Mad Max movies. Like he did Happy Feet,
Which is also
which
a
is
great movie.
it is a great. The first one's a great movie. Um,
Yeah.
the
I
second one
I
was fun,
I
but
was very surprised when I saw that he directed the first one and Fury Road, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's been around doing this for a while.
oh yeah, for sure. George Miller is a long time veteran. And it's just funny, like what a filmography, like Mad Max, and all that, and then Happy Feet.
Yeah.
It's just funny. But his commitment to it is evident, and he's a true artist. So I'm really glad we got to watch these. Or
Yeah.
watch again for me, but
Yeah. My first
what a
time.
what a franchise. I love Mad Max. I hope we get another Mad Max film in the future. I hope he gets us another one.
I'm sure
There's
we will.
been ideas for projects. There was one that was supposed to be called The Wasteland. I'm not sure what that was supposed to be bad. I forget, but hopefully we do
Probably
get
the
something.
Wasteland, if I had to guess.
Well, no shit, but
It's probably about the Wasteland, low key.
oh, that makes a lot of sense. Boy,
Yeah.
I should have
You're
thought
welcome.
about that.
You're
Oh
welcome.
man. So hopefully we get something because who knows if they'll ever make another one. He's directed all of them. So who knows if we would ever get one without him. So
Is he an old fuck or what?
yeah, he's like got to be like 80 or something.
Damn. I love when directors are so old, and I'm like, look at you. Look at you. That's how passionate you are about doing this. You're still doing it out here. You're 85 years old. You're doing this stuff.
And when they're like people like George Miller or Martin Scorsese or Steven Spielberg who reach those ages, I think Spielberg
Bro,
might be like
Clint
late
Eastwood's
70s.
like 100 and he's still making movies, or at least a couple
Yeah,
years
he's in
ago he
his
did, right?
90s. Yeah, well, the last one he came out with was also Nicholas Holt, but he wasn't bald in this one. Juror
Oh,
number
sure.
two
Yeah, dude.
came out
He
a couple
wasn't. He
years
wasn't
ago.
bald.
So. No, not in that one.
Uh,
Should have been.
Should have
Should have been.
every role.
Yeah. Just shave that guy's head. Join the club. I'm wearing a
Yeah,
hat this
dude.
week, but still, I'm
Yeah.
loud and proud, bald.
All right, we moving on.
Yes, let's move on. So, wow. It is finally time to do the box office numbers. I almost said the Bible study. It's
The
finally time.
the
We haven't done the
buy.
Bible study yet. So we're going to give the box office numbers for the weekend of March 27th through the 29th. There were no really big releases this week. There was one new release. We'll get into that, but still some stuff to talk about with the films that have been out. In fifth place, in its third weekend of release, making $4.7 million, is Reminders of Him, the Colleen Hoover film. Still maintaining a top 5 spot through 3 weekends, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, I just think nothing else is coming out. Like that's
Well,
the only
I'll
reason.
tell you, 2 films that aren't in the top 5 below it. Scream 7, which is like maybe, but Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, only in its second weekend, is below Reminders of
Oh,
Him.
that's surprising.
In
Actually,
its third weekend. So that's
Wow.
surprising. Because I saw a lot of advertising for that movie as well with Samara Weaving
me
and
too.
everything. So I'm surprised that is below Reminders of Him. But whatever. Colleen Hoover fans, I guess. I don't know.
There's a lot of fans.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But in fourth place, in its second weekend of release, is the film from Bollywood, Durandar: The Revenge. The sequel made another $4.7 million. So that's pretty cool. There's still Bollywood presence going on in week 2. In third place, making $5 million in its opening weekend, the only film to open in the top 5 is the new film They Will Kill You, starring Zazie Beetz. It's this horror film that's out. I have seen some trailers for it. It looks pretty interesting. I'm not sure, you know, it wasn't really on my radar, but yeah, I just looked up the description. It says a woman answers a help wanted ad to be a housekeeper in a mysterious high-rise New York apartment, not realizing she's entering a community that has seen a number of disappearances over the years and may be under the grip of a satanic cult. So it sounds interesting. I don't know.
Okay.
I like Zazie Beats.
Yeah.
Um, in second place, in its fourth weekend of release, making 12.2 million more dollars domestically, is the Pixar film Hoppers, an original film, might I add. Which this is really cool because now Hoppers has officially grossed $138.5 million domestically and $297.5 million worldwide,
Hell yeah.
which means it's now eyeing between 360 and $420 million as its finish. And the film only cost 150 million to produce, so this is a massive success for a Pixar original. I would not be surprised if we eventually get a sequel in this universe.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either. I think they love to make sequels these days, so why not?
Well, with the money that this is like Pixar's, we always say this, Pixar's sequels are what fund the originals. That's why they
Exactly.
do them so much. So I wouldn't be surprised that an original as successful as Hoppers, no way they're not going to want to capitalize on that. I
Yeah.
mean, don't forget they're in the mouse house here.
Yeah, dude, they're in the House of Mouse, brother.
House of motherfucking mouse, man. All right, and in first place, in its second weekend of release, with another $54.5 million domestically, is Project Hail Mary. Let's
Uh-huh.
talk about the box office numbers after 2 weeks for Project Hail Mary super quickly here. Now, domestically, it has gotten $164.3 million, and worldwide, it has grossed $300.8 million. All of that in only 10 days as of recording this video. That is a 32% drop domestically from first to second weekend, which is one of the strongest holds for a blockbuster in recent memory. Project Hail Mary is fucking huge right
Dude,
now,
it's
dude.
got that bank on
It
it,
is
dude.
making a lot of money. I think it's doing better than people expected it to, honestly.
Yeah.
Financially speaking.
Yeah, money-wise, yeah, absolutely. It's got
Um,
great reviews too. Like, I mean, the critics are fucking loving it too.
everyone's loving it.
It's
Critics,
awesome.
audience, and clearly it is paying dividends. Financially, it is currently running at 33% more ahead of Sinners, where Sinners was at this point in its box office, and somewhat less, but still slightly ahead of Dune Part 2, when both films were at the same point, 10-day mark of their releases.
Wow.
So it is doing better than Sinners and Dune Part 2. Only Oppenheimer is the biggest blockbuster recently to be slightly ahead of Project Hail Mary at this point in time. And that had a big time July release. And that was tied with the Barbenheimer,
Yeah,
momentum.
yeah, that was
So
huge.
for Project Hail Mary to maintain this incredible momentum through 2 weeks and have only a 32% drop off is remarkable legs.
It's
And
impressive.
even though we got, Super Mario coming out next weekend, that's going to probably take number one in the box office from Project Hail Mary.
Yeah,
And the
100%.
drama's coming out. I do think that Project Hail Mary will finish ahead of the drama and finish number two. I
I
do think it'll
agree.
still have strong enough legs to have a great box office run. There's no reason why it couldn't hypothetically track to finish around 300 million domestically and like 600 million globally, which would be insane for this movie.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I could see it finishing ahead of the drama next week.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could. I think you'll see like Mario, Project Hail Mary, Hoppers, the drama, and like I don't know if there's another like third movie coming out that could maybe snag the fifth spot or something. I don't
I don't
know.
know, but that's pretty great. Project Hail Mary's goaded, so fuck yeah.
I love it. I think everyone should see it. I saw it twice in its opening weekend. I obviously haven't seen it since, but I mean, still, if I had time, I would because it is meant to be seen in the theaters. Everyone go see it if you still haven't. And congrats to Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, Ryan Gosling, who, yes, is a movie star, evidently, and the entire Project Hail Mary gang on winning the box office.
Good for them. Good for us. We get to eat
We get
good.
We do. Everybody wins.
Yeah.
Everybody wins. Alrighty. So why don't we move on ahead here and talk about a trailer for a movie that is coming out soon. We both watched, and that's The End of Oak Street. So this is starring Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor, and essentially the film is about a mysterious cosmic event that rips Oak Street from its suburban neighborhood and transports it somewhere like prehistoric, evidently.
Well, we don't know. It doesn't say that in description, does it?
It says no, someplace unknown.
I do think when I was watching the trailer, they show a dinosaur and they show the jungle, so you assume prehistoric. But I think my prediction is that it's gonna be like Land of the Lost, like mysterious island type shit, where there's dinosaurs, but there's also like giant bugs and monsters and creatures. Because they only showed a dinosaur. There's got to be more out
And
there.
we didn't really see it. I mean, we saw
See through the
through the
window,
windows
yeah.
of the
Barely,
house.
yeah.
That's an interesting theory. I saw people theorizing online that it's a secret Cloverfield movie because it's the same director. And that, you know, I've never seen the Cloverfield movies, so I can't really speak on the theory, but
I've never seen them either, but I don't know.
I do know that it's like monsters, and like there is an interesting it's not the same director, by the way, but there is, I think, the same producers. There are people who think it could be
Yeah.
a Cloverfield movie. I just checked. I was like, wait, that didn't sound right. It was the same producers. I think J.J. Abrams was a producer on Cloverfield. He was.
Mm-hmm.
So there are people who think that it could secretly be that, and that, you know, that's what we're getting. I don't know. That could be interesting. That'd be kind of like what they did with Argyle, where it turned out to be a secret Kingsman movie at the end.
Did it? I never saw Argyle. Did it
Sorry. I guess that was a spoiler, but I mean,
spoiled the movie I was never going to see. Actually,
who
Dua
gives a
Lipa's in
fuck?
that, so I might have seen it.
Yeah, Dua Lipa is in that. Best part of the movie for sure. But anyway,
this trailer looked awesome.
it did, didn't it? It's
It
very
looked cool.
lots of Spielbergian vibes.
Yeah, I got that, and also I'm really glad that we have no idea what's going on.
Me too.
I don't want to know. I want them to tell me eventually because I'm very interested to know why or how they're back in time.
But
or
I
in
don't want to
another
know.
place.
I mean, I don't know if we could just like get another trailer that still doesn't really reveal much in it. You know, like
do a character focused trailer, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like tell me who these people are, but don't tell me what's going on.
I totally agree. Let's learn more about the people than the situation. Completely agree. Because we don't really see that. We know they're a family, but this is really obviously a teaser at its truest form where you know, we're kind of just like getting a peek and we're like, okay, what's going on here? We have no idea yet. Man, it looks really cool. And I think it's going to be very creative. Like I'm a fucking, I guess I'm a whore for split diopter shots. Like that
I don't
shot.
even know what that is.
You know the shot with Anne Hathaway when she was talking to, I guess, her daughter or whoever that is, and they're both in focus on the two sides of the lens there. It's like the close up and then the like medium range shot. That's a split diopter shot.
Oh, okay.
You see them in, I think they definitely did it. You know, Spielberg is known for, I think, honestly, kind of creating it in a sense, and with like Jaws and stuff. So, it was really cool looking, and I'm very excited. I think Anne Hathaway is always great, you know, and Ewan McGregor, like that's such a cool team up. You know, I think they're gonna be fantastic.
Obi-Wan Kenobi and Catwoman, bro.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be really cool. And she's got a big year coming on.
Devil Wears Prada 2.
Devil Wears Prada 2, The Odyssey.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's in that.
The End of Oak Street, and then she's got a film coming out called Mother Mary, directed by David Lowery, who did The Green Knight. I don't know if you ever saw that one. It came out a couple years ago.
I wonder who else is going to be in this movie because I feel like there's going to be some sort of subplot about like the neighbors maybe turning on each other, you know? Because
that's fair. Yeah.
How do you, you know, they're all stranded at the end of the day. I mean, there's no grocery store. They're stranded. It's like a street that's stranded in wherever they are. There's got to be some sort of subplot of the humans going against each other or like riots or something like that. And I feel like we're going to learn about their neighbors too, which would be really cool. Yeah. I'm so glad you told me to watch this trailer because I wouldn't have watched it. I didn't know what it was. And I was like, End of Oak Street? That doesn't sound that interesting. And then I saw it. I saw the dinosaur, and I'm a slut for dinosaurs, dude. I saw that. I was like, holy shit, I'm in, dude.
I know you are. I knew. That's why I wanted to do this trailer specifically, because I knew that I was like, nah, you're going to fuck with this. The thing is, I didn't really know much about it either. All I had known before the trailer was that it was a new movie with Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway. Like, I knew they were doing a movie together.
That's really all you can tell from the title. And
Yeah.
from the thumbnails, you can't tell anything, which is awesome. Keep it a mystery.
I love the poster. I don't know if you saw the poster where it's like a bird's eye view of the street and it's like the end of
I
Oak Street
did.
going crawling across.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that was a cool poster,
Mm.
especially as like a first poster. So, no, this looks like a really great movie that we got coming out. I think it comes out in August. I believe that's what it had said or what I read. I'm not sure,
Oh,
but
I don't remember.
I think it comes out in August, and it's directed by David Robert Mitchell, who did It Follows, which is a classic horror film. I've seen that one before, and I think it's really good. So, very excited for this one. I think it's going to be a great movie.
Me too.
Like, I
I
think it'll be
totally
an
agree.
underrated gem this
I
year.
do too. I totally agree. I think it's gonna be one of those movies where I know I've had a couple last year and the year before where you don't expect it to be in your top 10 or top 5, and it's just so good that it's just up there.
I mean, honestly, Sinners was, I did not expect that leading up to it to be what it was. And that ended up being my number one film of the year.
Yeah,
And I'm
me
not
too.
saying that The End of Oak Street's going to be my number one. I'm just saying that the precedent is certainly set. Like a film that's completely, like we can sit here all day and say The Odyssey, Dune, Spider-Man, Avengers, whatever, right? But
It's
I
those
do,
hidden gems.
it's those hidden gems. Like there's the ones you don't expect that come around, and you're
Like
like, wow, that's
in
great.
2024, I had do you remember that Netflix movie It's What's Inside, where they switch brains?
Oh, Vegas. It's like a Freaky Friday
Yeah,
situation.
I had
Yeah,
that as my
yeah.
number 2 movie of 2024. And it's like a lot of people didn't love it as much as I did, but I was like, I'm surprised how much I love this movie.
No.
So something like that would be cool
Yeah. No, we will I'm excited. We'll review that when it comes out.
for sure.
Cool. What if it's like this year's Weapons? That would be sick.
That would be. I
That'd
hope
be
I like it more than
nuts.
I like Weapons, but
That's gonna be tough for me. I love Weapons, but all right. Let's talk a little TV now. Before we get to our game, we had for the second week in a row a superhero new season premiere. This week was the premiere of Daredevil: Born Again season 2, which I'm gonna say something maybe bold. I like Invincible more. I think
Mhm.
Invincible's a better show, especially than Born Again. I mean, Daredevil, the original, maybe was up for debate, but definitely better than Born Again, with all due respect.
Yeah.
However, I was almost actually a little more excited for Born Again coming into these 2 weeks than Invincible's premiere. I don't know why. I just
Well,
was.
after watching them, the episode that came out of Invincible this week, I didn't really enjoy that much. But then
I
Daredevil
heard
Born
that.
Again premiere was really, I loved it. Did you like the episode?
I did. I mean, I had issues with it, but I also really liked a lot of parts about it too. I didn't mind the time jump because I think that it wasn't over, they didn't do over like exposition,
Yeah,
or
it wasn't too
anything.
much.
It felt pretty natural. I
Yeah.
think it kind of returned, some of the characters to places that we the fans want to see them at, obviously
Mhm.
with Matt and
Karen.
and Karen Page, and things like that. And we see what's going on with Fisk. And I loved the scene when he's got like the lieutenant governor and the governor's office at his office, and he's like exerting his power. We meet Matthew Lillard's character.
He's
We
so
don't really
cool.
know much about him yet. He's kind of still a mystery, but he's so cool. He's so slick and suave.
The only thing we know, I don't know if you caught it when he answers the phone, he works for Valentina, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
I didn't catch that.
You
Oh,
can
wow.
hear someone on the other line. I didn't catch it when I watched it. I saw a video and I had to go back and watch it. On the other end of the line, they say, Miss Desfontaine says this. And then it's like, oh shit, that's Valentina.
Wow. That's cool. I did not catch that.
Because he's in DC originally when the show
He
starts. And then he moves
is.
to New
And I
York.
didn't think, I was wondering about that. I was like, so I thought we just didn't, I was like, why is he in DC? He's maybe some sort of bureaucrat. And then I was like, oh, he's like a lobbyist or something. He's
We don't
a
know what
middleman.
he's doing for her.
No,
But
we have no idea. But
the way
that's cool.
the way he's the only person not scared of Fisk and actually kind of conflicts with the way Fisk acts. I loved that scene of the three of them, him, his wife, and Matthew Lillard eating dinner together. I was like, this scene was so good when Matthew Lillard is just like basically just shutting Fisk down. It was so
Yeah.
good.
No, it's really, I mean, again, similar to what the Invincible season 4 premiere was very much like a wind down / wind up from all the climactic events with Conquest and the Invincible War of
Yeah.
season 3. And the Daredevil episode, it wasn't necessarily in your face, obviously after that season finale too, with the party and everything and, those cages underground, but it was a little more of like higher paced story of we see everything going on with the ship, the shipments into the city, Fisk's control, it's getting stronger. We see this task force that he created in the first season kind of stronger and more experienced at this point.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure, or I don't remember exactly how long they said it had been
I don't
since the end of
remember.
season one,
I don't remember.
but
They just
it
said
had
that.
at least been like
Yeah,
several months, I would
I
say.
think so. A couple
You
months.
know, so
Yeah.
I
This
did like that.
the suit looks so good.
Suit looks
It
great. It
looks
looks
so
awesome.
clean.
The action scenes were great as always.
Yes. Yeah, the stuff on the boat I thought was great. I love seeing Daredevil actually do superhero shit. Like he's
Yeah.
like Batman in the first
I
parts of the
like that
episode.
but I always think about it like Daredevil, I like that he is crossing those boundaries.
I
He
love
is
it.
like a Batman's, he's willing to do what he needs to for vengeance. He's a vigilante, right? More so than anything
I
else.
love it.
So I love it, and I think that that's going to be a really great show. And I think season 2 could be better than season 1. I do have two things that I didn't love.
Okay.
One was some of the visual issues, and I don't think I'm the only one who felt this way about
Like the
it. There was
CGI or
it's no, just some of like the lighting and coloring in some scenes
okay.
felt very washed and foggy.
I could see
And
that.
I know they want to
Foggy.
keep foggy relevant in the show, but it felt like especially stuff in like the apartment between Matt and Karen. Like there were some things that
Yeah,
looked
like the
weird to
weird yellow
me.
lighting.
It didn't look great. And then you look at the original Netflix Daredevil, and the visuals were such a important part of that. And I just feel like this, similar to other Marvel shows that we see, or just Disney Plus, or just streaming shows in general, really, it just felt like grayed out, a little washed away.
It didn't
I don't
bother me,
know.
but I get what you're saying.
I didn't love it. I didn't
Okay.
love it. I don't want that to just be how it looks,
Yeah. And what was your
the
other
whole
thing?
season. The other thing has to do with Punisher. So we did hear that he is supposedly not in this season
Mm-hmm.
because he's in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and he's also got the Punisher special coming out. So I know I texted you, and I know you were like, well, I'll believe that when I see it. I kind of believe it, but if for no other reason than for scheduling issues. Like that is a lot of other projects that John Bernthal was working on, and that's Marvel alone. He also had,
But
the Odyssey and stuff.
what's
Like
your issue that he's just not in the season?
it just feels like because he was such a big part of, and this is more of an MCU thing that I always have issues when they have characters in this and that place. Like he did become such a important piece in that first season, and obviously where he ends, where he is at the end of season 1. It just feels weird that it's not addressed in the next season of the show. It's like the Mandalorian thing.
It is strange. I'll give you that because he escapes the anti-vigilante task force in the post-credit scene of the end of season 1.
Right, but then
You would think that he would be like, I want revenge on those guys. One, because they're using his symbol, or they're not anymore, but they were using his symbol. Remember that? They were like framing
yeah,
him.
I don't know. I just
You
feel
would think
like
he'd get revenge because he does not let that shit stand.
yeah.
But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. If they show in the special him escaping and then he gets into some shit immediately, then I get that. Like,
No, I mean they probably will show that. That's not my point. My point is like it just, when you look at the show as an isolated show, then like when you look at Mandalorian as the Mandalorian and not part of Star Wars, it's such a jump from season to season. And I get that these characters, they don't just exist in the shows; they exist in a shared universe. But
mhm.
I still think if you're going to have a consistent show with a cast, they can exist in that universe while still maintaining some sort of continuity within the show itself, so that when you get from one season to the next, your characters haven't gone through so much when the audience of the show hasn't been there.
Yeah, because it is out of character for Frank to not just come back and mow down Fisk and the entire task force and just kill them all.
Right.
You know why
Right.
they literally held him hostage in a fucking cage? Like he's not gonna leave and not come back.
He
He's still
wouldn't
in New York City.
Right. I mean, if he has time to frolic around with Spider-Man, and I really don't think that this is going to be a big part of Brand New Day, is,
There's no
with everything
way.
going on there.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know how they're going to, and that comes out before the special, doesn't it? Or no?
No, the special comes out May 12th.
Oh, okay. So I guess they'll explain how he gets to the events of Brand New Day in the special.
But
But I still think I would have rather just had the stuff from the special be part of this season. I don't know. I think it would make it as a better show. It might be a great special, but I think it just do the season, have the same cast.
I kind of have a feeling that the special is going to tie into season 2 though of Daredevil because it comes out Like Daredevil season 2 finale comes out, and then a week later on the exact same day is the Punisher special, almost like it's the epilogue to the finale.
Maybe. I
It's like
just
every
think
week you get Daredevil, and then the last week you get Punisher.
maybe. I just think I personally would rather see him as a consistent part of the cast of the
That's
show.
fair. I do love seeing them interact, so I would not. I'm with you
You
with that.
know, and because his story right now at least is so tied to the events of Daredevil, it just makes
Right.
more sense to me. But
Something
that's my only other thing.
I didn't really have any issues with the episode. I just wanted to say for future possible issue is that they better not try and redeem Bullseye because
Well,
at the I thought the ending was incredible when Bullseye started shooting through, killing everyone,
and then he
throws a
sends the
knife in.
knife.
You're welcome with the Bullseye symbol. I was like, that's awesome. Because Bullseye might be my favorite character of this whole series. He's definitely top 3. But he's a fucking maniac, lunatic, psychotic mass murderer. If they try in any way to have him team up, like, sure, Matt might team up with him because he needs something out of him, but he would never actually voluntarily work with him.
But I think that's what it's going to just be. I don't think that he's being redeemed. I think it's we have a common enemy. Like the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
But Bullseye's such a psycho that would he even get? Why didn't he just shoot Matt in the face? Be like, I'm a fucking lunatic. I love killing people. You hurt me. I'm gonna shoot you in the face. That's how he acts. Like he
Right,
always acts on rage.
but now he has more of a vengeance against Fisk, but whereas before he would just act with rage. And maybe, yes, he's a psycho, but maybe he is adapting to an extent that doesn't mean he's being redeemed.
I just can't see them making it make sense, especially since Bullseye tried to kill Fisk already and Matt jumped in front of the bullet. Like, obviously, Matt's not going to let him try and kill him again. Unless that's how far gone Daredevil is. He's like, fuck it, he doesn't
Unless Bullseye's not saving Daredevil for a good reason, but doing it for the more of like a Joker point of view, where he's doing it for the chaos.
Maybe. Honestly, that would be fucking cool if he did it for his own weird fucked up reason.
His own like enjoyment of I enjoy this chaos in the city, and if Daredevil dies, Fisk will have too much. There's no pushback.
That's true. There's no distraction.
It's about the distraction and the pushback. He wants this game to continue.
That might be the only way. This like Bullseye wanted to keep the cat and mouse going. The only way that I'm like, this is what they needed to do with Bullseye.
Because him saying you're welcome is not, in my opinion, enough of evidence that he is helping.
Like, let's team up. Yeah, like
right. Yeah.
No, I did love that ending though. I mean, were you surprised at all?
No, not really. I mean, that Bullseye did that?
Yeah, I thought it was Punisher at first.
Oh, I was surprised that Bullseye was there and helping. Yeah, for sure.
I thought it was Punisher, then I saw the knife. I was like, oh shit.
That would have been so fucking stupid if Vincent D'Onofrio was like, no, he's frolicking with Spider-Man, and then the first episode Punisher. So, I mean, it would have rectified my problem with the first episode of season, but that would have been stupid. Yeah. All right, so that's pretty much all I have on it. I'm very excited. When the full season is out, we will review the whole thing. We're not going to go episode by episode, but that's the premiere. So tune in if you like it, and then when season 2 of Daredevil Born Again concludes, we're going to give the whole rundown. It'll be exciting.
I'm excited. Let's move on. I found a game. A lot of people have been playing it online. It's fun. So they call it like the Tower of Blank. So I've seen people do it with comic books. They do Tower of Comics. Oh, Tower of blah, blah. So we're going to do 2 categories. Tower of movies.
I think it should just be the Tower of Categories is the name of the game then.
Tower of Categories? Sure. Tower of Categories. Perfect.
Makes sense. All right. I like that name.
What we have is 2 categories. So the first one is going to be movies or characters, and the second one's going to be movie characters. I'll let you decide whichever one you want to do first.
But I thought we'd coin flip for it.
We'll coin flip. So we have 2 categories, movies and characters. And what we're going to do is Josh and I each have like a subject. Like, for example, if the category is movies, my subject is like movies that start with B, but Josh doesn't know that. And you as the audience will allow you to know or not allow you to know. It's up to you. We'll let you know. But Josh doesn't know that, and then he names movies, and he'll say, Superman. I go, nope. Then he goes, Batman. I go, yes. So now he knows Batman's in my category. And basically, until one of us gets 4, then we can guess the category. So we just keep going back and forth until we think we know what the other person's category is. And it's a lot of fun.
And you can ask for as many options in the category as you want, but you can only guess you only get 3 guesses on the category. Yeah. To keep this moving along. So after 3 guesses, if you don't guess the category, because once you reach 4, you can guess at any point after if you think you know it, and then once you guess it 3 times, 3 strikes, for the baseball season. You're out.
Yeah.
There's no ABS challenge here. That's new. You can't tap on, say, wait a minute. So, all right. Well, I think we should flip to see which category goes first, and then flip the other president to see who goes first.
Okay. But we'll say
So
our thing. So we'll flip first, do the category, and then we'll say it into the mic while the other person has their headphones off.
right, and then we'll flip to see who starts like
Who
guessing
starts? Yeah,
first.
yeah. So you go ahead.
All right, so we'll let Marty, the OG, number 8, guess the category. And I will say characters represents heads because characters most of the time have heads. And I would
Rocky does not have
say,
a head.
yeah, he does not. But, well, he kind of, he just doesn't have a face.
Oh,
It's
true,
kind of,
true.
yeah.
All right, go.
And I will say movies are tails because movies have endings. So
There you go.
I don't know.
Good enough for me.
My flawed, maybe my flawed, not so flawed logic. Tails, movies goes first.
Movies goes
It's
first.
kind of what I
Okay.
wanted to do first anyway, but left it to fate.
All right. So here, you want to take off your headphones for a second?
Yeah.
All right. So if you don't want to know the category, skip ahead 30 seconds.
Oh, by the way, I can't hear you, but just like motion me because I'm gonna. So motion me. Okay.
So if you don't want to know the category, skip ahead 30 seconds. So it's movies, and mine is movies where the antagonist is some sort of creature. So basically not a human or humanoid.
The category is movies Jack has gooned to. Oh, he can't even hear me. Oh, okay. All right. I was trying to make a joke. I didn't realize he already took off his headset. The category for me is
Can I come back?
movies I've rated a 10 out of 10 at any point.
All right.
Okay, what happened was I made a joke at first and I didn't realize you already took off your headphones. I went movies that Jack has gooned to. And then I looked up and you were just like not responding and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute." Like okay, let me say the real one.
All right, so hopefully if you muted or you took your headphones off, now you're back. So you guys don't know our categories, or if you do know our categories, you do. So, we'll see.
All right. So now we will flip Willie to see who I guess goes first. I know some people online went back and forth. That's how we're doing it, right?
Yeah.
All right, but so we'll start. The winner of this coin flip will guess first or have theirs guess first?
They can guess first.
Okay. All right. I'll let you call it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is.
All right. So, just for the clip, I got to say it. This is Tower of Categories. The category is movies. Give me Oppenheimer.
Yes.
Okay, that's one already.
Can I have Mad Max Fury Road?
No, you cannot.
Oh, all right. That's
Can I get Avengers Endgame?
yes.
I already think I know the category.
That's fucked up.
All right, go.
Can I have Project Hail Mary?
No.
Okay.
This
this is going
great.
great.
No, you can't.
This is going great. This is going super great so far.
I think I might have already sniped it, dude. I think I know it. Can I get Spider-Man No Way Home?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even know. Can I get Sinners?
I'm gonna say no.
Dude, this is going the exact opposite for each of us right now.
Can I get Jurassic World?
Jurassic World?
Yeah.
No.
Really? Okay, never mind. I don't know the category.
Okay, I'm going to use another Bible study film. Can I get Out?
No.
This is going wonderfully, everybody.
Like, and my category is not that hard. Like, you can
I
definitely
can't
get
believe
some.
I've gone 0
You
for
just
4.
happen. Wait, so what do I have? I have Endgame. I have
I'm gonna
Oppenheimer, and
write
I have
them
Spider
down when
Man.
I get one. I just haven't gotten one right. I
Uh,
have like a
can I get Avatar: The Way of Water?
no.
Okay, interesting.
Can I get uh, can I get Spider-Man 2?
No.
This is bogus.
Uh, can I get Jurassic Park?
Yes.
I have 4. I'm gonna guess what well, yeah, now I can guess because I have 4, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. I thought it was, but now I'm not so sure. Is it movies that made over $1 billion?
No.
Damn it. Okay.
That was a good guess though. That's
Okay.
a
Because Jurassic World I think did, and then he said no to Avatar. So yeah, no, it can't be that. All right.
that's one
Yeah.
of
So
your
now you just go
guesses.
again.
All right. Can I get Monsters Inc?
Yes, you can.
Finally, let's
Yes,
go.
you can.
Writing it down, baby.
Uh,
Woo!
can I guess another movie to see if I can like start kind of
Yeah,
getting
you
my
can guess as
category?
many movies as you want. You just have 2 more guesses on the category.
Okay. Can I get Cars?
No. Can I get Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No. Can I get Megamind?
No. All right, can I get Up?
No.
Huh.
Give me uh can I get Sinners?
Yes.
I I don't I can't even guess one. I don't have no idea. All right, you go.
Can I get Monster House?
Yes,
Mm,
you can get Monster House. Can
okay.
I get No Country for Old Men?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
All right. Is this movies with Josh Brolin?
No. Josh Brolin isn't in Sinners.
Oh yeah, I don't know. He's in Endgame and No Country. Okay. All right, that's
You
2 of my
got one
guesses.
more category guess,
I
man.
know, I
All
know.
right, can I get Monsters University?
Yes, but like I know where I'm gonna give you. Just be careful where I know where you're going, but yeah.
All right, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Um, can I get Finding Nemo?
Yes.
Okay. So
Can,
confused.
can I get Frankenstein?
No.
Okay.
Can I get Project Hail Mary?
Yes.
What the hell is this category?
It's oh god, I don't even know what else. Can I get How to Train Your Dragon?
No.
Dude, what is this category, man? Okay. All
Can I
right.
get Kung Fu Panda?
No. Can I get Kung Fu Panda?
Yes.
Oh, let's go.
Yes, you can. Um. Oh my god, I'm so confused. Wait. No. Damn it. Uh, can I
Yeah.
get can I get About Time? Have you ever seen that? About Time?
Isn't that with Wait,
Domhnall
yes, I have.
Gleeson.
I have seen this movie. No, you cannot get it.
Okay.
Um, can I get? I don't even know. Hey, can I get the Wild Robot?
No.
What is your category, man?
Can I get Empire Strikes Back?
Yes.
I want to. I'm waiting for you to throw out some
Yeah, I need to
guesses.
make. I need to make a
Before I make my
guess. But
last guess, I need
the
you to
problem
select
is like I have no idea.
How many do you have?
I have 4, so I can, but 2 of them are just Monsters Inc. and Monsters University.
And one of them's Monster House.
And one is Monster House. All right, I'll just say, is the first guess have something to do? All right, first guess, just to move this along. Is the category movies that have some kind of monster in it?
That's not the category.
I didn't think so, because you were like trying to like
Yeah, because
warn me.
I said no to Frankenstein.
Right, so you're right. But I just don't know. I was like, all right, I just to move this along.
I might next one I get, I might just waste my last guess. I'm just gonna guess something.
Okay.
All right. Can you give me Star Trek?
Star Trek?
The J.J. Abrams one.
No. Can you give me Alien?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I get Avengers Infinity War?
Yes.
I'm just gonna guess.
Okay. I'll use up my guesses in a round or two as well.
Is it movies? No, damn it. I was gonna. This is not my guess. I was gonna say movies over 2.5 hours, but you said no to Avatar. Is it movies? What the hell is this? Is it movies with character? Wait, is it movies directed by more than one person?
No.
Damn it.
Sinner? Who co-directed Sinners, dude?
Fuck, dude, I don't know.
Can I get...
I'm not getting it.
I'll tell you once I'm out of my guesses, we'll reveal them. Can I get Dude, I don't even know what to guess. Black Panther.
No.
All right. I'm going to use up a Is this... No, that doesn't make sense either, though. I have no idea what your category is either. This is going so great. This is going so great. They make it look so easy online. And
I know.
Like, oh, I am so fucking stupid.
I think we both chose bad categories, maybe.
We maybe we did. Is this movies where the main character like goes away from home?
No. No, I said no to Up.
I mean, Monsters House, there's like across the street. So, well, but Up, they take the home with them.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
You know.
No, it's not goes away from home. That's so
I don't know what else to guess. I really have no idea what your category is. I'll try and get 1 or 2 more movies, and then if I can't, can I get Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
No.
Can I get 2?
Trying to remember. I'm gonna say yes.
Wow. Okay, so I can get Guardians 2, but not 3. And for just to complete the trilogy, can I get the first one?
No.
What the fuck?
And the 2 is like half yes, half no.
I don't even understand it. I have one more guess. I just need to put an end. I need to put us down. Is this movies that I have no idea. Half yes, half no. Is this movies where there's like a plot twist?
No, that would have been a good category though.
Okay. All right. Let's just fucking reveal these categories.
Mine was movies where the antagonist was some sort of creature, non-humanoid character.
Oh.
So Guardians 2, he's humanoid half the time, but he's also a planet. So it's like hard to
Yeah,
say.
that's fair.
Because I wanted to say where the antagonist isn't human, but technically like Darth Vader's not human, so I was like, hard, you can't do that. You know what I mean? If you
Yeah, I
said
would
Star
count him
Wars,
as a human, I guess. You know, he's like a really fun. I don't know, but I
but
get your point.
so
I
I
get your
did
point.
antagonist is a creature or non-humanoid.
Oh, that's a good one.
What is
I don't know if
yours?
you're gonna fuck with mine. I thought it was becoming obvious. I thought you had it.
I thought I had it
It's
too
it is
until
movies that I have rated a 10 out of 10 at any point ever.
wow, what that is a good category. I just didn't think that. I totally forgot that that's something you could have done. So what did you say? You said Sinners. You said Jurassic Park,
Oppenheimer, Jurassic
Oppenheimer.
Park.
I was guessing some good
Um,
movies. You said Spider-Man: No Way Home. You said yes.
when I first saw that, I gave that a 10 out of
But Way of
10.
Water, you said no.
I did not. I
Wow.
only saw it once and I gave it a 9.
All right, that was a good category. I think the
So
characters one's gonna be easier
we'll
because it's
see.
easier to see commonalities between characters. I think there's so
I
much
guess that's fair because the
about
movie, like, well,
fucking
what
movies.
about the movie? What
Yeah.
about the movie? All right.
All right, so this is now Tower of Categories. We're doing characters, and here you want to whisper yours into. So if you don't want
Yeah,
to
you
listen to
can.
the category, take off your headphones, mute us for 30 seconds, whatever. Skip ahead 30 seconds. Josh is gonna say his, and I'm gonna say mine.
Okay. I love Jack, you guys. He's so great. These are characters that have been to space, outer space.
All right. My category is bald characters because Josh is bald as fuck, and I think that's funny.
All right.
All
Who
right,
went
all right,
first
all right.
last time?
I did. So you could start. So just for the for the clips as usual. This is Tower of Categories. Today's category is characters.
Gotta love our clips. Can I have Walter White?
Yes, you can.
Woohoo! It
Good
didn't take me
snipe.
as long to get get one right.
Good snipe. Can I have Darth Vader?
Yes.
Okay. Good start, dude.
I mean, all right, can I have Darth Vader?
Yes.
Hmm. Okay.
Can I have Jake Sully?
Yes.
Interesting.
Can I have uh Zuko?
No.
Hmm. Okay.
Can I get Mad Max?
No.
Okay.
Can I get Paul Atreides?
No.
Hmm. Okay.
Give me Spider-Man.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I have Spider-Man?
No.
Okay.
Spider-Man, Darth Vader. Can I get Indiana Jones?
No.
I'm already at 3. Interesting.
Can I get let's see. Can I get Bowser?
No. That'd be good. Can I get Saul Goodman?
No.
Hmm.
Can I get um I was gonna say one, but I don't think you've never seen that show, so I don't think you would be able to say. Um, can I get Quaritch from Avatar?
No. Can I
Okay.
get Smoke from Sinners?
No. Can I get Luke Skywalker?
No. Short
Hmm.
round from Indiana Jones?
No, I
Damn it.
wish. I
Just give me
wish.
Kiwi Kwan. Come on.
Can I have him anyway? Can I get Colonel Lockjaw from One Battle After Another?
No.
Oh. I got the first two, and now I haven't gotten one since.
Wait, maybe you can.
Wait, what?
I gotta
All right, can I or
remember.
not?
Hold on. Let me Google something real quick. No, you can't. I was right.
No?
I was right.
Okay.
Can I please have Avatar Aang?
No.
Okay.
I don't think you can.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Um, can I have Squidward?
Yes.
Okay. I have Walter White, Darth Vader, and Squidward. Wonderful.
They need to be in the same movie.
Yeah, right? Duh. Crossover.
Can,
Paramount when they have everything.
can I get Invincible?
Yes.
So I have Darth Vader, Jake Sully, Invincible, and fucking somebody else. Indiana
That's why you got to
Jones.
be writing
Did you
these
say
down.
yes to Indiana Jones? They said no. Who the fuck? Oh, and Spider-Man.
Yes.
All right. So I'm at 4. I'm gonna guess at 4 because I think, is it Darth Vader, Indiana Jones? No, Darth Vader, Spider-Man, Jake Sully. Is it characters who wear masks?
No.
Jake Sully kind of got that shit on his face sometimes.
What are you talking about? Jake Sully don't. That was like only in
In
the
the
first
first
one.
one, I don't know.
He doesn't wear a mask.
Okay.
All right. I still need one more before I can guess. I have 3. Can I have Anger from Inside Out?
Yes.
Okay.
Can
I'm gonna
I?
guess. Wait, I'm gonna.
Sorry.
I have
Yeah.
4, so I'm just gonna use a guess to move along. Is it characters that are always angry?
No. That would be good.
All right.
Can I get Dora the Explorer?
No.
Oh,
No
okay.
way.
All
No
right. What?
way. Can I get? I'll stay in that like realm. Can I get Sniper?
Who the
Or
fuck is
Swiper.
Sniper?
Swiper. My
You
bad.
fucking snipes Dora?
Well, you know what? That'd probably be more effective than the
That'd
shit
be-
he's doing.
Yeah,
I guess
dude.
Swiper.
No, you can't get Swiper.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can I get Groot?
Yes.
What the hell is this? This game is so much harder than I thought.
Yeah, I know, right? Dude, we're like, this will be nice and quick. No.
It's so hard.
Can I get the shark from Jaws?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes, you can.
I did not think that was gonna work.
Yes,
Okay.
you can. Can I please have John Wick?
No.
Fuck.
Dude, I have no fucking idea.
I'm gonna
Walter White, Darth Vader, Squidward, Anger, the emotion Anger, and the shark from Jaws. What the fuck?
That was a good guess. You sniped that one.
I don't know how it's relevant though. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna keep just doing weird ones. Can I get the Annabelle doll from the Annabelle movies?
No.
Okay.
No, you can't. Oh shit, maybe that's the way to do it, out of the box. Can I get fucking no, it's not out of the box. Give me Aquaman, Jason Momoa.
I'm not sure. I have to check. I'm pulling a U now.
I can't. I don't even know what this would be. Spider-Man, Jake Sully, Darth Vader. I don't even remember what my 4th one was. I should have been writing that down.
Technically, but for the purposes of this, all right, use this however you want. Technically, but not really.
Okay.
Take that however you want to. I don't know how else to answer it.
Okay. I think I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
Is it characters whose parents are dead?
No, that is a good guess.
Ah, damn.
Um,
I only have one more guess.
Dude, I how many do I have? Two guesses. I had one that but then the shark from Jaws completely threw me off.
Why? What?
All right, so it's not my guess, but I was
Okay.
gonna say something about like antagonists doing like I guess anger. I don't know if you really consider an antagonist, but like I don't know, antagonists who are like doing what they do for their kids. And then you said that
Squidward has
fucking
kids.
yeah, that's true actually. Fuck. All right. Shit, dude. All right. Can I get um can I get Frankenstein's creature? So not the movie but before, but can I get the creature from Frankenstein?
From the Netflix movie.
Yes. I mean, I'm using it as like a general. I mean, if that makes a difference, I'll specify.
Yeah, you gotta specify.
But all right, then I'll use that one.
No, you can't get that.
Okay.
Um, can I get Mr. Met?
No. Wait, what?
Damn.
All right, now you're really thinking
I'm
outside the
trying to
box.
think. He's a
Mr.
character.
Met. Mr. Met. Can I get Mr. Met?
Yes. Technically,
Are you
yes.
fucking kidding
Technically,
me?
you can get Mr. Met.
What the fuck is this category, dude?
You can get Mr.
What is this category?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
I'm never gonna get it. I'm never gonna get it. I'll guess something, but I'm never gonna get it.
Is yours... Wait, I'm gonna get one more, and then I think I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
Oh, no, you said no to Indiana Jones. I was gonna say, is it a franchise character, but it's not. Is your... can I get Wally?
Yes.
What the fuck, dude? I'm not guessing yet. I'm not guessing.
Can I get Ava Straught from Project Hail Mary?
No. I know your category.
What is it?
No, you said no to Invincible, right? Or you say yes to Invincible?
I said yes.
Is yours characters who have been to space?
Yeah.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes! Oh,
There you
let's
go.
go.
I do not think I'm gonna get yours though, dude. Listen to these: Walter White, Darth Vader, Squidward, Anger from Inside Out, the Shark from Jaws, and Mr. Met. What the fuck is this category, dude?
It's so funny that well, when we're done, I'll tell you why it's so funny.
All right. I mean, let me try and get another. Can I get Immortan Joe?
No, you cannot.
All right. I mean, shit. I don't even know where to begin to create a guess. Like,
It's so good. And you're gonna be so annoyed that you can't connect it right now.
how am I supposed to connect these fucking characters? What does Mr. Met have to do with Darth Vader and Walter White and the fucking shark from Jaws? Like, what? Are these? Are they characters? No, that doesn't make sense for Squidward though.
Fucking Squidward's really getting you.
Dude, fucking Squidward, man.
What
What the fuck? All right, are
That's him
these
walking.
characters? Are these characters that have nothing to do with each other? Are these characters
Yeah,
that?
it's just random characters.
I don't know, these characters that have to like deal with people who come into their like home.
No.
I don't know.
Dude, I
'cause, like,
think you and I both like overthink these way too much. Because I should have gotten the space one way sooner.
I do not see. I think mine was easier than yours. I
It's
have
not.
no idea.
I can tell you right now it's not. Mine's way easier.
How is yours easier?
Do you have one
Are
more
these?
guess?
Yeah, I have one more. Are
After
these
your
characters?
guess, I'm gonna say one thing and then see if you get it after that.
All right. Are these characters that could hypothetically like be their like mascot of their franchise or whatever?
No. I mean, yeah, probably, but that's not my thing.
Okay.
Let's just say that you starting with Walter White, he is literally the first thing people think of when you think of this category.
Are these characters that are bald?
Yes.
Oh my god, dude. That is insane. The
They're just-
shark from Jaws? Are you
I
kidding
couldn't
me?
say no. I couldn't say
I mean,
no.
I guess, but oh my god.
And I couldn't remember
Oh.
if Michael Penn is bald in that movie or not, so I was like, got to look it up.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Mr.
All right,
Met
I
is
do
technically
like
bald.
Nah, I guess so. Yeah, he's a fucking baseball man. I mean, baseball doesn't have a head of hair.
I know.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I thought you would get it because Walter White. Literally, you starting with Walter White. I was like, oh shit, he just automatically
Yeah, if I
knows.
had said something like Lex Luthor or something,
Yeah,
maybe. But then I was like, I'm like Squidward, and I see it,
and
and then
then
I'm like
like,
Anger from fucking, and I guess he's bald. Yeah, I don't know.
and Darth Vader. I was like, I hope he doesn't think Anakin because Darth Vader's bald as fuck.
I was thinking like villains at that point. I was thinking
Yeah,
maybe like I said Quaritch and all because I was thinking maybe people who had like some kind of redemption or fall or
yeah,
something. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's a fun game, but harder than it looks.
It's
And
so much harder than it
we were
looks.
like, oh, we'll have time. It'll be a quick episode, and then no.
It's so much harder, dude. I did not know. All right.
Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
glad I got one. Okay, we at least got 1 for 4 today.
Yeah, I mean, you had to kind of inch me in that direction, but
Yeah,
I'll take it. You didn't
yeah.
tell me, so. All right, well that's fun. That's Tower of Categories. We'll probably try it again at some point. I mean, I don't think our categories could have even been that easy, much easier than they were. So like
Yeah,
we didn't.
we'll
I
just
don't
get
think any of
better.
us. Well, yeah, we'll probably get better at it because our categories were not that hard.
Because I think we were
So
thinking of like, I mean, you were like, is it characters out of the mascot or their franchise? Like going way into it's just bald dudes.
well, because I'm like Mr. Met. I'm like I don't
I
know.
know,
Mr. Met's the mascot, and I guess when you think of Jaws, it's a shark,
I
right?
know, and I
So
was
then,
like, is it characters that wear things on their face half the time?
yeah, no, I think. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, right, with mine because you have
Yeah, we were going too
Invincible and
in depth. It's just like
too
guys who've been to
into it.
space.
Guys who've been to fucking space. And with Aquaman, the reason I looked it up is because I was like, he's never been to space in any like movie or anything. So I was like, I mean, if we're just talking movies and shows,
Yeah,
like,
I said
but
Jason Momoa was Aquaman, so
okay, then it's a no.
yeah, yeah.
Because I was like, well, in the comics he went to space, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Technically, no, I said Jason Momoa's. So
No, okay.
yeah, that's why you were like Frankenstein. I was like, I mean, he's bald at the beginning, but I was like, I need a specific Frankenstein because he has hair. Jacob Elordi's has hair.
Yeah, that's true. But
Because like
yeah.
most of them are bald, I feel like, but that one had hair. So
No, I don't know. I feel the opposite. I think most have hair. If you look at the old Boris Karloff Frankenstein, he's got hair.
oh, it's actually so does the one in Creature Commandos. All right,
Yeah.
so that was fun.
Yeah. All right. Why don't we wrap this up with some seesaw?
Yes, sir. I mean, you want to start?
Sure. So something that I saw recently, actually, so here's the thing. I didn't watch anything this week except for Mad Max movies and the first episode of Daredevil. Like nothing else this week
Yeah.
because I didn't have time. I watched some baseball, haha. So I'm going
March
to do a
Madness
film.
going on, so
Yeah, there's a lot going on. So, I'm gonna do a film that I watched a couple weeks ago that I never brought up, which was Blowout. This is the classic 1981 thriller from Brian De Palma. I had never seen it before. Of course, he's an iconic director. He's done Scarface. He's done Carrie. He did the very first Mission Impossible. I've seen a few other ones as well. So I wanted to check this one out. It's with John Travolta. Basically, he's like a sound engineer for a movie studio who works on like B movies, like Mad Max movies, B horror movies.
yeah.
And he one night he's out like recording sounds, and he catches a car crash, and he pulls a woman out from like the river and saves her, and the other person dies, and the other person that was in the car was someone who was the governor running for president, so a presidential candidate. So he investigates through his sound tapes, and he like uncovers a conspiracy.
That actually sounds cool.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating film. I highly recommend. Speaking of split diopter shots from End of Oak Street, there's a ton of it in that. It's just a really cool movie, really tense, really interesting story. John Travolta's really underrated in that, so I'm glad I finally got around to it, and I highly recommend. And then something I want to see is actually I'm going to do a rewatch this week, or for my choice, and that is 12 Angry Men. And the reason I'm picking that is because I'm actually supposed to go to jury duty tomorrow. So when this comes out, I'll be reporting jury duty. I've never been called for jury duty before. It's my first time.
Damn, dude, you're gonna sentence that
Taking,
person to death?
yeah, I guess so.
Actually, are
I
we allowed to
mean,
say that? Because then they're gonna like look and like maybe we're not allowed to say that. Actually,
they'll dismiss me from the case on the
yeah,
grounds of the box office dynasty.
yeah, maybe.
And I've seen that movie. It's obviously like one of the all-time greatest films is 12 Angry Men. But it's been years. I don't think I've seen it since I was like 18. So I would love to rewatch it. Now that I'm going to be maybe a juror if they select me.
Yeah.
It just feels like the right time, I guess, to revisit it. So I'd like to rewatch that again.
Yeah, vote in the comics whether vote in the comments whether Josh should say guilty or innocent. So let us know what you guys think, and then he'll
Yeah,
do
we'll
that.
we'll let's have a box office dynasty vote for my vote on the
Yeah,
jury.
we'll take a
So
poll.
yeah, we'll
No,
take
that
a
sounds cool.
poll.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah, you should. I mean, it's
Um,
probably almost definitely in the film Bible.
yeah, 100%. Something that I saw that just came out on Hulu actually a couple days ago. I really enjoyed it. It's called Mike and Nick and Alice, and it stars James Marsden and Vince Vaughn and Isaac Gonzalez. Um, it was a great. I had such a good time. It's basically like James Marsden and Vince Vaughn are these hitmen, and James Marsden wants to quit. Vince Vaughn's like, I got one more job for you. And the job is that Vince Vaughn needs to like chloroform himself from the past because there's time travel in this movie. And then it gets in all wacky hijinks of now there's two Vince Vaughns and they need to work together and fight each other and do all these things. One's from 6 months in the future, one's from the past. I don't want to spoil why Vince Vaughn came back from the future, but that's why it's Nick and Nick. There's two Nicks. Um, it's a really, really fun, dumb, good time. I gave it like a 9 out of 10, dude. I had a good time watching it. Vince Vaughn is hilarious in it, so I would definitely recommend it. It's on Hulu.
So
It's like,
that's a 9 and Fury Road's an 8.8.
yep.
You
I
like that
I
movie more than Fury Road?
yes, dude, this movie was awesome. Fury Road is actually an 8.7, by the way, but yeah,
Wow.
Mike and Nick and Alice, go watch on Hulu. It was actually a lot of fun. And something I want to see is The Drama, which is coming out this weekend, and hopefully we will be reviewing that next weekend. Very excited for that. Love Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. I think next weekend's gonna be great. So it's our 50th episode next week. And we are gonna have, play some games, do some fun things for the 50th, and then review hopefully The Drama and the Super Mario Galaxy movie. It's gonna be a very good week for us. Definitely check that out. But yeah, that's what I saw and that's what I want to see.
Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be a great episode. This was a great episode. Of course, once again, we definitely hit that 2-hour mark. So,
Over 2 hours.
I mean, maybe that's just who we are now. Get with it or get at shit or
We're just
get
locked
off
in,
the
dude.
pot. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, that's our episode. No reason to drag it on any longer unless anyone else has anything they'd like to say,
Yeah, we should take some callers.
Yeah.
We could do
that. First person to call, Ed.
Second person to call, also Ed.
Also Ed. Also,
Yeah.
third person to call, probably Ed on a burner phone. Thank you to everybody who watched, who tuned in. Obviously, be sure to catch us on all our socials at Box Office Dynasty. Like, follow, subscribe, share with all your fellow friends and film lovers. Comment Bible study numbers next week. On top of all that wonderful stuff, in the 50th, we're also going to pick another Bible study film.
That's
which is always a great time.
Can't forget about
that. Comment numbers, and we just may watch the film that you pick.
That's right. We love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Jack, you're not doing any more capitalism ads here at the end. We're good. We got our advertising in.
Dubby Energy. Go get some Dubby. 10% off. It's code box office and you get 10% off. It's really good. You get crazy flavors like crazy Sour Patch Kids or whatever. See ya.
Oh, that's